Should I tell you?
Yes.
Because I left the label, and if they want to reach out to me, they still go back to the label, and the label keeps saying that boy is not really okay. Like,
when show promoters reach out to Mohbad, they say to him that we have reached out to your record label. Mistake about the car, because at this time, the majority of the promoters thought he was still with the Malians. Okay? Now, when they reach out to the Malians tell the show promoters that he has gone cuckoo. What does that mean? They were sabotaging his work. They were making sure that he did not get any job in the industry just because he left their record label. Let's keep going.
He's going through a lot. The show promoter believe that.
Oh.
Yeah, they do believe that because, they didn't speak to me directly because you know what I know?
Yeah.
The show I'm going to, what's my phone? The show I'm going to recently is from...
How did he know? This has been going on for a while. But how did he know? He was then booked for a show by Polo. African Fest something. He was booked for a show by Polo, who then asked him a question. Now listen.
Polo. Hello, I'm sorry, I just went through this. Sorry,
So the show that you're...
The show I'm hearing you.
Yes.
So the show I'm going to right now.
So at this time he was looking through his phone. He was trying to bring out the show from the show, the name of the show. But even the presenter, the lady who was presenting the show, was quite condescending. She was trying to snap him out of what he was doing to bring him back to reality because in her head, or whatever, however Mohbad presented in this video, he just was not himself.
She wasn't condescending. She was even helping him out with the interview.
I just felt like the way, because you have a camera in front of you, the way she was trying to bring him back. And Mohbad
because he was slurring in his thoughts, and the majority of the things I want to respect Mohbad at this point in time, so I don't want to go in that particular thing I'm supposed to do. But just let's carry on with that. There's a reason for him to be able, because naturally the boy is a shy person. He finds it difficult to express himself in public whenever especially when he's talking about this particular set of people.
I know. Situation.
You get it? So maybe I'll tell you behind the scenes why he was there, but because the interview helped a lot. Do you get it? Because when he got back to the UK, he was able, Polo was able to now have a better understanding. Initially, he thought it was just one of the things, but when he got there, when he now realized in the body language that he wouldn't want to go out, he was just reticent. He now knew there's more to it. Do you get it? That meets the eye. Even Ihabo could actually, because she actually entertained them there as well. So there's a whole lot that went on. See, it's not just about the money alone. This guy was broke because they denied him shows, and that's where he lived. And that's what prompted him living with Ahmed, Bela's mother. Do you get it? So there's a lot. They cannot claim all of this never happened. But this interview was very cool because it was what was actually putting him out there. Do you get it? For people to still understand what is happening, because prior to that time, they've said he has gone bananas. That he's bananas. So that's what they were, and people were believing. That shows us the kind of society we find ourselves in. Maybe you keep playing so people will listen to.
He's for what? One African first. You know why they have to call me to ask me, yeah?
Yes.
To ask me, would you really okay? Can you do the show? And I'm like, what do you guys feel like? I'm not okay. So they told me like, label you left said, you're in the hospital. I'm like, we know my own way. I just chill by myself.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I really understand why I've not been in the UK for long. So presently I'm going. So I let them understand. Like it's not like I let them understand. Like I'm gonna prove to everyone like more is different from what you're in line.
So he had a duty to prove to people that he is okay. So as a woman, a mom, a wife, I see why Omawumi would have had an issue with him saying, why will you even fight in a show? You're literally just coming back. After everything said about you, you're literally just coming back to the limelight. Even if Crime Boy triggers you, you have no business fighting him. Oh, but if feel it, you would have just ignored it. You'd have just left it. You'd have just moved on. Just walk away from it because you are just coming back. You didn't have to respond. You didn't have to fight. What will people think? What will people say of you now? After not having a job, after everything the mothers have done, why will you continue fighting? Mercy said that's part of why they are bullying Iyabo and Polo. Yeah, absolutely. Because they feel like Mohbad has shared some information with them and they will do everything within their power to try and silence them from coming.
Did you know when he got there, he was apprehensive about UK? Reason, he knows UK Peckham was Naira Marley's base. Do you get it? So, and he knows there's no way he would go there. Even if he doesn't identify the people could identify him and they could come for him. Same thing that happened to Rugged Man.
Yeah.
You get it? I don't want us to deviate. Just so that's why he's been a little bit careful and all of that. But he shot the video even when he got there, but he was not himself.
True.
What is something though?
I feel like your fans already know you. Like I'm sure that your fans already they know you and they trust you. They for people who follow your music and they follow everything that you're up to and everything you've been doing, I think your fans understand that you're okay and that you're fine.
Yeah, my fans do. My fans do, but most of my fans I really understand that. My fans from Nigeria.
Yeah.
I got fans in.
So that is the end of the video. And in this video, I want us to now talk about Mohbad's underlying ailment. Asha Kemo Alaigo, how you doing now? So now let's talk about Mohbad's underlying ailment. What did he have? Good morning. He had anxiety. He had high blood pressure. He had ulcer. He said it himself. I lost my mind. There was something else that he had. He had something else. There were like 5 or 6 things, 6 ailments that we could touch on. Why would anybody have anxiety? Sometimes anxiety can come out of living in constant fear, uncertainty. Am I safe? Is someone coming for me? I'm hearing voices, I'm seeing things. This person is gunning for me. If you owe someone money and they say, oh, Mama, I'm going to be coming to your house every day. Every knock you hear on the door, you will panic. You feel like, oh shit. And it's Mujello. If you go out and steal something in the shops where there's a CCTV footage, obviously, and you see your picture on your social websites to say, oh, we are looking for this person. Every knock you hear on the door, your anxiety will shoot up. When your anxiety shoots up, there's a very high possibility, a very high chance that you can begin to have panic disorders. You can begin to fret at every little thing. You can begin to suspect everybody around you. You can begin to, you will not be able to sleep properly. Anxiety and panic disorder, they work hand in hand. If you don't quickly put your anxiety to check, before you know it, you start having panic disorders. What is a panic attack? It's when you're so worried about something or you're just in this phase where your heart begins to race faster than usual. Some people get breathlessness where they cannot breathe. Some people cannot coordinate. Some people cannot breathe. Sometimes, because some people, they don't get oxygen to their head when they are in that panic state. And as a result of anxiety and panic attacks, they can begin to develop high blood pressure. They can be hypertensive if those two are not monitored. How would Mohbad have been able to monitor his anxiety and his panic disorder? It would have been by being left alone, not living in fear. When his wife said he fight this nigga, is because he was literally living the entire of his life from the day he left the label. He was living his life in fear. So it was more like not even enjoying his life. He was in constant fear, constant worry, constant, not uncertain, unsure. Would not even go to the hospital when he's sick because he just had this delusion in his head that all the hospitals and all the clinics have been paid off. They've been bought by the Malians. There's a video of him in the clinic where saying, "I will clear hospital tomorrow. You won't treat me. If anything happens to me, oh damn." I personally believe that he went through a phase of delusion where he was just imagining things and overthinking things, and all of this comes as a result of the constant bullying, the assault, the attack, sabotaging is. Imagine you going to work every day of your life for 3 months and your boss just says to you, "I just don't feel like paying you. I'm just not going to pay you because I don't feel like it." And you keep showing up and you keep showing up. And you have to now, you don't have money for transport, you don't have money to buy fuel, you don't even have money to feed yourself and feed your family. But you just keep showing up to the job because you're passionate about it. Do it for 2-3 months, you begin to have health challenge. You begin to move from worrying too much and thinking and stressing, you can begin to develop high blood pressure. That's the situation Mohbad found himself, where he was working so hard. Someone said he had paranoia. Yes, he was working so hard. He was trying to do music. He was trying to shoot videos. He was trying to do him. He left the record label peacefully. He was just trying to survive, trying to put food on the table for his family, trying to feed his father and his mother, trying to feed his family, his wife, his kids, people around him, trying to do good. But he kept sabotaging his work. He had to be dependent on his friend Bella Shmurda. He had to rely on Bella to survive. Just because he left the record label. And this is where Mohbad's underlying ailments stemmed off from. These are the issues and these are the questions we're asking. Why were you sabotaging his work? Why were you bullying him? Why was he physically assaulted? The psychological, mental, and the emotional assault that Mohbad endured, we cannot begin to say it. Only Mohbad himself can explain how he was feeling in his body. I was talking to somebody this morning, and the person was saying to me, "Oh, do you know when I worry about this particular bills that comes this time of the year? When I have food in front of me, I cannot eat it. You know that overwhelming sadness that overwhelms you, that nothing would go through. When you put it in your mouth, you cannot eat it. You know that feeling? There's always one thing that takes every human being there. Where you know that anxiety, that sadness that overwhelms you. Mohbad went through that for years. And his only offense was that he left the record label. That was his only offense. He left a record label. He left peacefully, but they were not happy that he left, and they were hell-bent on dealing with him, and they did that. Subject to widow victimization said the question is, if he wasn't bullied, would he be alive today? Absolutely, he would. He would. The nurse administered a particular injection that he then had. He reacted to an injection that was given to him. Tikobani underlying ailment. Let me clarify this underlying ailment.
If he wasn't paranoid, if he wasn't having mental health challenges, he would have actually visited a hospital.
Can I also clarify? I'm going to leave the floor, open the floor now. Can I also quickly clarify that for those of you who ask questions like, who was the team 74 hours? Is it there? Was Samari there? Was clinical? Let me give you a simple logical explanation. There are people who have certain health challenge that cannot use ibuprofen. I don't know if you've all heard it. There are certain people who cannot use Panadol in this life that we live. There are certain people who cannot use Nurofen. Do you know why? Because if they use these things, it will stop their heartbeats. Why? Because they have underlying ailments. There's a reason why they can. I'm not saying they're allergic to it though. I'm saying due to health concerns, you cannot administer certain medication. And that's why in the Western world, when you call the paramedics, the first question they ask you, do you have any allergy? No. Do you have any underlying ailments? Yes. What are your diagnoses? Oh, I have this, I have this, I have this. Once you tell them what you have, they put 1 and 2 together and they know that there are certain medication you cannot have. So to my fellow Nigerian people, it is very simple. Please, when you come in, kindly mute your mic because we have people here who may have to speak before you. So my fellow Nigerian people on TikTok, Google is your friend. There are 1,000,001 AI apps right now where, thank you for the gift, where once you go in and type certain things, it tells you. When we say somebody has underlying ailment, it simply means that that person has something. They have a condition. Now, for these conditions, are there medications that should never be administered to them? Yes. In Mobat's case, did he have conditions whereby certain medication, certain injection that was administered to him that led to his demise? Were they administered? Yes, they were administered. Why did he react to them? Because he had underlying ailment. What caused this underlying ailment is the bullying, the torture, physical, mental, psychological trauma that he endured from living the label is why he had all of those underlying ailments. And our question has not been, Sam Larry, Naira Marley, why did you inject him? Our question has been, why did you subject him to so much torture that led to him having this underlying ailment? We can go back to his health record and check before he joined your record label, did he have any condition? The answer is no. From the time he joined your record label to the time that he passed away, he then had all of these underlying ailments, which then led to the adverse effect of the medication that was of the injection that was administered to him after the assault with Crime Boy. So our bloggers and our people, who do shows and who talk and who go around commenting and all of that, this is our simple, plain and straightforward analysis. Does not need you to crack your brain too much, does not need you to stress yourself, does not need you to cry, does not need you to whinge. It's just very simple, it's very direct. Nobody has said Sam Larry or Naira Marley injected him. We are saying that what led to all the conditions that he had that then made him react to the treatment that he was given. Normally, if you have cut or whatever, it's an open wound or whatever, everybody knows that the first thing the nurses give you is tetanus. But if you have an underlying ailment, that tetanus injection must not interact with. You have something happening in your life that once you drink ibuprofen, if they don't quickly have professionals to by administering CPR, you are gone. You are gone. If the nurse knew about his underlying ailment or was well informed about her duties, her medical, duties, she would know that, number one, he has this, he has this, he has that. If you need to buy. There's always substitutes. Rather than giving her this, him this, oh, there's this is safe for people who have this condition, we'll be able to administer this. So I want everyone to be able to freely express themselves. Before I yield my mic, I would like to say that my platform does not condone any form of disrespect. My platform is not a place where you come and you abuse yourselves. You do not have to agree with me. What I have said today is my opinion. I am not shoving it down your throat. You don't have to accept it. This is not a debate. But if you feel like you have a different opinion to mine and you want to come on here to express it, we have reasonable people, sensible people here, and the floor is open. You can come up and do your analysis, but you just have to be respectful. And you have to pass your opinion respectfully. And you've been here, you've listened to me, I've been here for close to 3 hours, and I don't think you've heard me cursing or abusing. Even the Sam Larry that I completely do not like at all, you've not heard me abusing him or cursing on him. So please maintain keep my platform clean, and the floor is open now. So we'll start from the top. Mercy, show and be all busy. Okay, Mercy. I think Mercy is busy. Divine Favor is not here. Mr. Ahmed, we're going to give you the floor if you're ready.
Yeah, I am. I just don't know what to start from or where to start from or what to say regarding it. But by and large, if we're supposed to talk about what led to his death, like you rightly mentioned, it would be the trauma he's been going through and the psychological inflictions by the record label on him. And it's just so sad that people are trying to shift the goalpost from what really happened. It's no one is saying Naira Marley or Sam Larry actually did the injection, gave him the injection. No, but there are some circumstances that precipitated someone's death, and you'd have to go through it. We cannot overflow this issue because we've said this in the build up to the death of Mobad, and the police has actually enumerated the reasons why you can say one is more like an accomplice or to a death when it comes to this kind of circumstance. And in this regard, these people cannot go freely like that, because did they bully him? Yes. Were there evidences for the bully? Yes. Was he reported or documented? Yes. Do the police have the report? Yes, they did. We should stay away from the online narrative or analysis that a lot of people were trying to change to fuel their own agenda, as it were. But the bottom line is, this young man was actually taking at his prime. And we shouldn't fold our hands and allow justice to just slip away from us like that, because like I said earlier on, justice denied for one person it could happen to any one of us. So there's need for us to try as much as possible to ensure that we come with one voice. We should bury all the hatchets and make sure we go with one voice to ensure that the circumstantial reasons that led to the death of Mobad should be hacked on, and justice should be served. Let me yield the mic to any other person who would like to say one or two things as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. D-Man, are you here? Yeah, please go ahead. Do you want to contribute to the show?
Yeah, let me start from Sam Larry. Nigeria needs to understand that Mobad was really bullied by Sam Larry. There is a lot of videos. I've got a lot and loads of them. On that fateful day when they were shooting that video, Sam Larry went there with his boys. He disorganized that place, and on that day, Obele, one of Sam Larry's boys, hit Mobad with a bottle in his forehead before they went for that buka to eat that amala. Mobad has to escape and run away. but Obele hit him in the head with a bottle. There is a video for that. And when they were going to eat that abala, Zlatan was with them. Zlatan knew everything that happened on that day. And he kept quiet since we'll be looking for this justice. He didn't talk. There was a video where they were even coming back from that abala show that they were just laughing with Zlatan. And Zlatan was telling Obele that you don't even want to kill him. You hit that bottle on his head. The video is there.
I think I know that.
Good. All Nigerians know if the police has done their job in this case, we will not be where we are now. Now, after this boy is dead, there was a video that what you padano, what you look missing, all stations settled, no case to answer. Who was talking in that video? Samilari was claiming that he's not around when they killed this guy, but he was informed. Samilari will not say that he was not around the surrounding of that killing. Not that he was there physically, but he was being regularly informed. They would have done a telephone forensic. Yes.
The man, anyone who has actually watched the movie The Godfather knows you don't have to be present at a particular place when something of that nature would happen for things to happen. So
I knew
because it's supposed to.
I knew if the police has done their job and they did a telephone forensic on Samilari's phone, a lot of things could have been discovered by now. But because of the country we come from, Samilari is a Nigerian socialized celebrity without any significant job. This guy has no job.
Sorry, let me interject on that part of the police. You know, this is a case that it cannot just happen within a twinkle of an eye. He knows the case is in court, and that's why he's doing all of this whitewashing to ensure that he's in the good books. Do you get it? The case is still in court. They are not actually out of because it's a bailable thing. Until they are guilty as charged, that's when they can have them behind bars. Do you understand? Police did a detailed investigation when it happened. I can attest to that. They did a detailed investigation. They know. So all these people are just doing it for the optics, and they are trying to wheel up sympathy from the public. Do you get it? So,
Good afternoon. Mr. Abefee, good afternoon. Please, I beg to disagree. Just like the man is saying, if police actually did a thorough, thorough investigation, just like this man has said, that audio that came out, everybody knows that voice. That voice, Sam Larry was the one talking. Even that voice alone is an evidence. Sam Larry should have been arrested and detained. But that voice alone.
They were arrested.
But they were arrested and they were changed. They started acquitted. I don't know. You can see that I've been quiet since morning. But here is the thing. For a case about a lady that married her husband some time ago, okay, and now because she married her husband, she's been sentenced to like to lose forever and ever. On sentence, God bless you. Now, that man got justice because of the power the family holds.
I followed this. The story.
That was the process. That was the process.
Daniel, something happened to him. We all see how the whole thing, everybody came on board. So are you saying nobody has no? Because that quantity, nobody has no voice.
I disagree. disagree too.
I mean, we are all mature adults. It is true. It is true. That's what I'm saying. Let's do it one at a time. Everything more Paris, then we'll just take it round. All right.
Now, go round. Now, let us look it in this way. Let us say what happened to Mohbad, happened to Wumi. Where will Mohbad be by now? That is one thing. Then, secondly, you see, because Samilari was your celebrity in Lagos State without any specific job, without anything doing, he became a celebrity. He became a political thug. He is close to everybody in power in Lagos State. And they want to die this case down because of them, because of his involvement, because of involvement of some other powerful people in this case. They just want to bury it. And everybody was working in their favor. Now, this interview has reopened a lot of things. This interview is going to expose a lot of things. A lot of videos we will be posting again on Facebook and everywhere. Because I will post all the videos I have on this case. On this case, they brought my two accounts down on Facebook. I don't care. I will open another one and I will be posting videos about videos every day that expose these people. If this case happened to be abroad, by now we'll have got justice. But because Nigeria is Nigeria, and it is people of different ideology that existed in Nigeria. Nigeria is a country that covers crime. It is the thugs and the hooligans that rules in that country. And anything they do goes. And that is what is happening in Mohbad's case. It's not a case of either son of somebody or son of nobody. No. It is because of the power that been that made the case to still be where it is now. Because Sam Larry is a thug, is a political thug for all those guys. And they were trying to cover them. And that is what is happening. So I will leave my submission here. Let any other person talk.
Thank you so much, sir. Please, my name on Facebook is Abefee Woman King. When you post them, please tag me, sir. Thank you.
I don't really, I follow you already.
All right.
No, let's Tell are you still there?
Can I talk?
All right, then you can talk. Tell them, not to mute. Yeah, you can talk now.
Yeah. Okay. I think with all these mobile kids, each time I get to listen to it, I feel angry. I feel, you see, with my experience on security, Nigerian police, whether we like it or not, might look like they don't work, they don't know what to do. This case is a very simple case. To me, we have dragged it, and you know the people even dragging it more. The people dragging it more are this online thing we are doing. All this online thing. If you want justice, there are processes. One thing I just see police are just doing. I know they are civil servants. You will fold their hands. Did you bring? Fine, there are some cases they brought to them. But some strong ones we discussed on platforms, we don't bring those evidential, we don't submit them for them to act on. Or if you see all the cases in the police, with the police, are cases that will not indict Sam Larry, that will not indict Naira Marley, that will not even indict me. And that's why these people leave us on online. The bloggers, they leave bloggers, I'm not a blogger, they leave content creators to just keep, and some are cashing out. It's a simple thing. We know Oduduwa's case now. That guy that went to Oduduwa Hotel or whatever, how that guy was exhumed and it was got how many months did it take? This Mohbad zone is a very, very simple case. To me, most times we are flogging this thing. When I just see justice for Mohbad, I just say, why are we just wasting? You didn't get lawyers. You didn't get to produce those evidence
I see most lawyers online more than lawyers, the physical lawyers. Everybody has now become lawyers on Mohbad's case. There are different things. Then you have another thing that is deterring the justice. Too much emotions. You know, when you want evidence of something, you will first push out the fact that this person, Mohbad was injustice. Forget emotion. If you're looking for evidences, a real evidence, even Mohbad can even be a source of his own death. We are not even looking at that side. Everybody, they killed him. Everybody's Wumi. Everybody. By the time you are just pointing, it will take you away from the real culprit. We just be somewhere smiling because we have had too much distractions when it comes to this case. When it's a simple case, what are the cases in the police station? How do people want Sam Larry to be indicted? What are the cases? What are the allegations against him? Most allegations are online. What are the allegations against Naira Marley? These people went to court based on the allegations. The police will act on what you brought to them. It's not about whether they are well connected or not connected. Is Mohbad not connected? He's a celebrity. Check most of the people online even fighting for the case. These people really want to fight for the case. It takes you, IG can be seen. It's simple. If you want to see the IG of police of Nigeria, it just protocols. We see the IG. For this fact that some people will say it's because his mother, Wumi's mother is a police. What is her rank? What is her rank that you will say is because she's a police? If you want to see IG, all you just need, follow the right legal procedure. If you follow the right legal procedure, now, Corona has gone through. Do you now know legally Corona might not even work again because I think there is a limit that you can do Corona, and who caused it? Is all this our online. The time limit for Corona, I think it has a particular flexibility of months. At the end of the day, when these people go to court legally, you will find out that people online, you will just be left to still arguing online. When the real people know what is obtainable in law, you would have just gone taking this thing legally. And how do you take it? Mohbad didn't die in space. He was present in a house. In that house, there were people. He was somewhere. Before he left the place, you know, there are lots of things, lots of people that could be arrested, that you do what they call, you do your investigation, debriefing. They call it debriefing. Debrief all the people around him. What took place 3 days before, a day before, that same day, hours before that day, the day he died, the nurse saga, all these things. Most of them we just, Mohbad's case were just done scanty. They do. One person will say he saw camera was removed. Later they say his mother dropped from Okada. Later, one person, we disjointed. What have we produced legally in this case? And what is have we given police the power to really act on this case? If police want to act, Nigerian police, honestly, they will act in no time. Abroad that we are talking about, I know the legal system, the system. Yeah, sometimes we just feel that these people is a skyrocket thing. It's still the same procedure. The only difference that they are not just corrupt. Our police work if given the ability. And if we give the ability, get people like Falano, I'm just giving an example, Kiamu, get good lawyers, Kano Agabi, get people and start following this thing, procedure, get the IG of police to know about it, but not everybody justice for Mohbad. Just say, you didn't get justice online. You can't get justice online. Most times we've said so many things online that have not even produced anything, and these are we will run. To me, in my conclusion, if they just I think the best thing, let them just go and bury that guy. The case has dragged beyond when we can get justice. If the parents just want to get this thing up, shall they buried him before they exhumed him? They will just keep going far and far. And I can see these people know what is obtainable legally. And that's why you see somebody like me, she's not even moved. Because she knows that all people are doing online holds no water. You people are not going the right process. She has blocked all she needs to do legally. All the people, Sam Larry, Naira Marley. So let's just allow that guy to bear. It's just painful for me. I'm not seeing any justice in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your opinion.
Can I quickly chip in something, please?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. I like the way the last speaker speaks. with his speech, it shows definitely that he's not really living in Nigeria. Maybe he's living in Isle of Man, Channel Island, or Falkland Island. When you talk about the corona, Wumi attended the corona, Mama Mohbad attended the corona. Baba Mohbad attended, everybody attended the corona. But when it comes to Naira Marley's investigation at the corona, it was a telephone interview from the corona. Naira Marley was sitting at the comfort of his house, and a court was questioning him. Who is Naira Marley in such a case that he should not attend that corona? If other people should attend, if Naira Marley is saying that his life is at risk, is his life in that case at risk more than that of Wumi that attended that corona? When we were young, we went to secondary school. There is a book that was written by Chiro Achebe, Animal Farm. In that Animal Farm, they told us that all animals are equal, but more are more equal than the other. And that is what is happening in Nigeria up to now. If everybody should attend corona, and Naira Marley has to sit in his own house doing a video questioning from the court, is that a country? Thank you.
I beg to disagree with you on that, and it's not. We should stop debasing. We should stop debasing our country by virtue of some emotions. If you say something that you just, the analogy you just gave the man, I can tell you it's even happened in the UK. I have something, I can post it to you. The way a boy who I think he stole something, and he was incarcerated for years, I think 20 years, while a guy who murdered 2 individuals was released on bail. So we should stop bringing things down. Like I said, when I said I'm happy, Epidiso said something that actually he said, I went through with the detailed investigation of the whole stuff that happened. And it's only in our climate that we want everything that is happening with the government that you people must know. You must do it. It is not done anywhere. Just even Pakistan just now had given a riot act, even in Brazil, of people doing some certain things on the internet. We overuse our chances. Exactly. And we don't know even we are wrong. See, like TNM mentioned, that lady who killed somebody in Kano, it took a while. And by virtue of stuff, there were a lot of evidences surrounding that particular one that you could say, okay, she was the one who fired her husband. But they allowed the due process to go through. Why is it that we are always having this preemptive notion? Oh, it's because he knows the power that be and all of that. Sam Larry is an Agbero that is in Eleko Beach and Oniru Beach. And you know, you and I know in our climate, whenever you have some people who maybe they are working with some people in the corridors of power, once they take a snapshot.
Okay, I'm going to know what let me say something.
Let me just mention the one thing. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds. It's about how Nigerians we talk about abroad. Actually, let me just be frank. I'm not in Nigeria. You see, I have a case where I was not allowed. Somebody stole my property, and they protected the person to attend court. And I said I was going to go to court. They told me that I didn't want to see the person, the criminal. So if you are saying somebody sat in the comfort of his home, it happens here.
I wanted to even give you. There was a reason. There was a reason why that happened.
Today, they didn't allow me to go to court, and I didn't see the person. So he paid me part of the money. And the money he paid me was not even half of what I bought the property. And they told me that if it's Nigeria, they said one officer just said, see, let me just collect it like that. If not, I might not even collect anything. If he accepts to just go to jail 1 or 2 days, that I will forfeit all my money, that you just collect the token. And they paid me for almost a year, that money. Less than half because of. I now told them in my appeal that so you people are encouraging stealing here. Then if somebody stole my thing and it's telling me these are abroad, so sometimes it's just like the social media.
We are always
the way they use the social media. The way they use the social media is not the way we use social media. There are a lot of things whites do that it's not on public space. And Nigeria, we put all our dirty linen on the public spaces. That is one thing we should try and avoid. Let's make the social media a space for us to put things for once good about our nation.
So, Mr. Episode, sorry, please, I need to ask a question. Are you saying when things are going wrong, we should just turn a blind eye because we should not put our linen in the public space? I disagree. No, I disagree
not
with
that.
that.
Not with that.
See, like
we
said,
overemphasize it. Like what we do here is that we go on social media, putting it. Here there are cases that are strong cases like this. A Nigerian boy was killed in UK, a small boy.
Unalived.
Yeah. Then, but you find out
As in, you should be mindful of the words you use because it might affect the page.
yeah, they might
okay.
Be mindful.
Okay. So the case is that this boy, the thing didn't trend. You will find out that these cases, it will so control the social
I beg
media
to
space.
disagree.
It won't trend.
No, I beg to disagree. You say you didn't see the case trend. See, the case trended.
It trended, but not that crazy.
No. I disagree. Even till last week. Do you understand me? People will say, "Oh, in abroad, Kiliko." No, see, I only say, I don't know about any other country. UK is common way. Let them not catch you. Everybody will come for you. This guy that you're talking about, even his own people came for him. So we should not say he did not. The thing you will say you're not that.
TNM. Can I check? Did you know? TNM.
Can I get in
Just yesterday.
I followed the case. Do you understand?
TNM.
I followed this guy, this little boy's case. So when you say, oh, no. See, I
TNM. Did you know?
So are you now saying because I want you to
Timmy, can I chip in?
That what you
If
say?
you don't mind, please.
No, because you're saying abroad, I'm working, they don't shake it on
No. I think
That is not what he's saying.
That's
That's not what he's saying. TNM.
Timmy,
No, because what I'm saying is that rather than dwell on it on social media,
you see, the problem,
legally.
if you don't mind,
Legally,
can I have the word?
let's do it one at a time. I think we're talking over
Let me
each other.
get in, if you don't mind. Let me get in, if you don't mind, please. I think the problem I have with this conversation is that we've gone beyond the legal framework. Even evidences that are meant to be tendered in court are flying about on social media.
Exactly.
The various videos that various legal counsel can use as a basis of conversation in a legal framework are all on social media. There's a 3 seconds video, whether it's true or not, I don't know. That is an evidence that should be discussed in the legal parameters. It's all on social media. This is not how it works in any sane environment. If you live in UK or United States, you know that when a case is in court, it's moot. You don't discuss it. We've turned this to a jamboree section.
Anyway, you don't come on to talk about it.
This is now a carnival of conversation among all of us. Everybody has turned to a lawyer. If a case is in court, until it is done, lawyers in most cases shy of discussing it. The evidence from Mohbad, from Wumi, from whether it's 3 seconds is valid or not, I don't know. Whether the CCTV camera these are things that should be locked up somewhere and will be discussed for in the legal parameters. The framework for this, whether it's valid, how it was obtained, is a question that the legal counsel will be discussing. Whether it was obtained fraudulently, whether it was we don't even know whether we've got fingerprints. The case is all fraudulent. When Mohbad died, let me land if you don't mind, sir. When Mohbad died, I'm so sorry to use that word. When Mohbad died, in most cases in a sane environment, that house will be locked up. Fingerprints of everybody that's got connection in that house, whether you've been there for 1 month, 2 days, 1 hour, 10 seconds, will be obtained. Our police did not do any of that. So everything is, to be honest, when I see justice for mobile, I just think it's turned to a jamboree. And it's a shame that the poor boy, God bless his soul, is sitting down in the mortuary. And we are all now turned ourselves to lawyers. We've seen enough CSI movies on Netflix, if you haven't watched it, to see how things are done in a sane environment. We've not done even half of it. And it's pitiful and it's painful. We are all chasing charges. And that's the pain I'm feeling for this poor boy and the family, that we are all chasing charges. All the legal parameters, the lawyers, they will even invite a lawyer that is defending Mohbad, coming on social media to discuss a matter that is sitting in court and tendering evidence to social media justice. And they are asking him questions, and all his evidences is channeling it on social media. How do we now get justice in that way? When we are we've modeled up everything. I did a little bit of law, although I'm not a qualified lawyer, but I just thought there are certain elements of this conversation that we've actually modeled up. Things that should have been tendered by the lawyer. We've presented it also. Even Yomi Fayomi or whatever his name is, he said he's got video. How did he obtain that video? Did he enter a scene of crime to obtain a video of 3 seconds video? Questions should be asked. That video is of no use to anyone as far as I'm concerned, because how did you obtain it? A crime was committed in a house. How did you get into that house? That house should have been secured by the police of Nigerian Police Force for whatever how long they're going to lock that house for, because a crime was perpetrated in that house. We never did of that. So how did he get the CCTV, whatever video is parading up and down? Whether it's 1 hour or 3 seconds, I don't care. This is why it pains me where we are having this conversation. We've all turned ourselves to lawyers and everything. We've got evidences that we're having on various platforms, the videos that should have been used to even nail Sam Larry. We are all watching it since last year. We've been watching it. So what are we going to present to the court? Nothing is new. Everybody's got it. I've got clips in my something on my phone as well. Is there anything new that is coming up? I just think because of the monetization industry of this mobile justice for mobile, we are trying to just repackage it again. It's dying down soon. It's painful. But because we monetize it, it's an industry on its own. Everybody's making money of it, left, right, and center. We just want to revamp it again, and we started talking. And VDM is not even doing good, because what they are doing is how to nail Wumi. They are asking some silly questions to Sam Larry. Anyway, I'll mute my mic. Thank you, Abefee. God bless you.
I was about saying even the audio released Abefee played earlier on of Sam Larry and Zlatan. Under the law, you cannot record somebody without the person's consent, and this is the trend in Nigeria, where people go on their various green apps, record people, lead people, and they use it all around. You cannot even share screenshot messages here. You'll be liable. And some of the stuff, like Mr. O rightly said, is not admissible in court. But a lot of people do not understand how court works. And it doesn't work like as if maybe it's a magic wand. You say, because you want justice right now, that's how it's... No. That's not how it works. But we are always agitated. My own case is this. We always debase our country, which is not right. And we are not the only ones who are trying to listen. As I was here, I've seen some of my friends who are actually here who came to listen up. The way we badmouth our country is not right. And oftentimes a lot of people who even badmouth don't have the first-hand information about some things that are happening in the country. It is what they knew from the past, or what they knew from afar, or what they heard from some people. That's what they actually capitalize upon.
Which is going back to my question.
Which is one of the reasons that got me anger
So,
when I
I'm
left
going back
the
to my
whole.
point.
Somebody else.
Something happens, we should turn a blind eye. We should not talk about it because
That wasn't what he said. No, see, that's, I don't understand. I don't know how to break it down to you again.
How do you want me to go about something? Because see, let me tell you, may Nigeria not happen to us. So because when we say, oh, we should not badmouth our country, we should not bad. Tabani continue that she can mass on it. Is that what you say?
Only bitterly sorrow more than bitterly sorted. We share everything. I call my voice. About sorrow. Bitter mortal league. All of my accounts. So there's a limit even under the law. There's a limit under the law. It's just because we don't want to understand some certain things. Okay, anybody who is in the diaspora right now, whatever it is that's happening in the UK or US, can they talk? They use Nigeria as a content. Can they talk? It's true. Can they say about a lot of things that's happening? They don't talk. They do. They don't complain about the country.
They do.
Not on the plain social media.
All our platforms contain you what in UK.
Those platforms, but not social media.
They talk. Yes, they do.
They do on WhatsApp.
The platform, they do, and they talk
They
about
do on
it.
WhatsApp, man.
There are some platforms on this black app that they talk about things going on in this country. So just
lórí kìíní òkè náà ní sì ṣé wọn ti ń lo kíní nǹkan tó bá wà lórí social media yín nísìn láti fi bá àwọn èèyàn láti wọnú kíní nísìn ni. We don't even understand. Then nǹkan tí ó lè yí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn tó wà even in the diaspora tó lè máa ń ṣe kíní kan. The government of your country has the right láti sọ pé kọ́ káwọn people yẹn kán lé yín padà kúrò nínú kíní. They have it. They have a bilateral agreement. A máa ń ṣe àṣejù. Àjẹ́fẹ́ gbọ́. Àwọn la máa fẹ́ mọ̀ jù. Àwọn la fẹ́ ṣe kíní jù. There should be equal room.
I agree with Amit, though. I agree with Amit in totality.
I agree with you. Everyone COS people. You know the way they will come online and saying, these are to obtain a job. These are they are using it against us now.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All those videos, they are using it against us.
Go and do TikTok and say these are
on TikTok because they come out and do this video telling them how to look for a job and all that. They are using it against us. We in Nigeria, we talk too much. We just do things without thinking.
Yes.
Seriously.
To why bring another time ni? Ibo lo ti BVDM da kó tó sọ pé òun fẹ́ ọ̀nà òun fẹ́ host interview.
Exactly.
Lórí nǹkan tó ṣe kíní. Everybody to want
they pay you are mad. DIO office, office, you are mad.
Just 10 seconds and 15 seconds. So TNM, while I acknowledge that, yes, some of these things are being done in Nigeria and we need to talk about them, I also want to acknowledge that once June, I experienced in Nigeria, and they are not being talked about enough. One of the laws that I still struggle with till tomorrow is that now, mọ́tò ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn yín mọ́tò tó wà lẹ́yìn yín yẹn mọ́tò tó wà ní ẹ̀yìn lẹ́wà lẹ́yìn mọ́tò tó wà níwájú yín ó wá dédé tẹ break ẹ wá gbà torí ó dédé tẹ break ẹ̀yìn lẹ́jẹ̀bi wẹ́rẹ́ àti nàìjà ìwọ́n tó bá mi ló jẹ̀bi ẹ̀yìn tẹ̀ tẹ̀lé ẹni tó wà níwájú yín. Fún wa dédé tẹ bírèkì yẹn tí wọ́n fi wá pé nàìjíríà máa ní a kí ló ti ṣe máa dédé tẹ bírèkì bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n tó mi jẹ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ gba ẹyẹ lẹ́ni fault because ó ní iye litres tó fẹ́ ẹ sílẹ̀ láàrin ara yín lẹ́yìn ò béèrú yẹn tó bá dédé tẹ bírèkì tẹ bá gba ẹ̀yin lẹ́jẹ̀ gbèsè. So there are so many other things náà nílùú
yìí. Ṣé Canada ò ti sọ pé káwọn èèyàn tó lè bá wa jalè nílé yẹn fi mọ́lẹ̀ kẹjẹ kọ́ mú nǹkan tó máa mú kọ́?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni the same thing in Australia tó lè bá jalè nílé ẹ̀ pé ọlọ́pàá ni o ò ní right láti fi ọwọ́ kan débi tó gba létí tó bá gba létí you will bag an assault charge tó lè máa lọ sí court fún pẹ̀lú kó wálé ẹ̀ wá jalè ní o ọ̀tọ̀ ní kéèsì pé ó jalè wọ́n máa treat yẹn lọ́tọ̀ wọ́n máa ṣẹ̀wá treat kéèsì pé ó assault lọ́tọ̀
àwọn tourist wá ó wá rí local tó ń fún ìyàwó ẹ̀ lóúnjẹ ẹni tó lo nìkan tó cover ojú ẹ̀ ó wá fún wọn fi ṣe èyí ó wá record ẹ̀ wọ́n jèlé ẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ dẹ̀ wọ́n dàda padà wọ́n fún fine.
See, good afternoon. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes.
Okay. I believe most of Intel and Levi, most of you, in Nigeria. So I want to believe that according to Mokoto was on the reason is that Nigeria, Mokotan go through in Nigeria. Mokotan go through in Nigeria. There's one particular time like that, recent, Mourinho, Bobocon, in Nigeria, new Bobocon, OG ordinary 172,000 naira, I believe. On sentence, 76. Is it 50 years imprisonment or something? Meanwhile, and 20 billions, one in Nigeria. She gets. But the news is it outside country? Is it US or UK? That one politician play OG who have been controlled like that. Would they face normal consequences to your face? She gets.
Anyway. So you see, any that job will depend. Should understand. You know, then Shelley, who are in the US now, who are in Kenya, they meet other 40 years, people who share. You are not
getting what he's saying. You are not getting what he's saying. He's saying because you are not there, you don't understand what they are going through. That's what he's trying to say. You are not getting it.
I understand. I got him clearly, TNM. I got him.
Please, let me say something. According to Nkonsi, me or more any to woman king, so let and see a combat jinko. We don't have the right to touch the person in UK. The reason is that if you don't have the right to touch the person, 10 years by law, there's camera and everything. To my figure at 10 years, but she my money, oh, one be bang. She won't combine one be by. So, if you buy, we surely touch him. Most of our potential, most of it. Who are lot of the government. In Tojabi are no for offer. Who are in and me like come and compete on outside country in Nigeria. Nigeria is you understand Nigeria. And also be I won't consider every day be kò right as mashi. Be don't be question of some lawyer or whatever. See, I think only man is right last match even combine, but I think that's the best thing to you see. Your contact in Nigeria and that she will be is still trying in Nigeria. You see all these are politicians, all of them could seem to neglect integrity to when could see in Nigeria. The guy is trying. So we want to just do no match. Because anybody, I just believe in life. Because anybody to pay.
What the them and kill don't chase it before it took off.
What do you say?
Is it what the guy is doing for a good cause? Get it, babes. You're not understanding what he's saying. What he's trying to say is this: there's nobody fighting for the citizens. So if one person comes out, whether he's not doing it, at least they can hear him and they can see that this guy is fighting for us. Whether he's doing it in school way or he's doing it in a legal manner, as long as
that means it shows that Nigeria haven't got law. There is no law. There's nothing that holds anybody accountable. Anybody can stand up and do whatever they want to do.
Let me tell you something. The guy is doing it because Nigeria don't have law. Because to buy Nigeria need law. Our government not mamashi. So you keep going use the machine. Our government machine. tí ó rí bí àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ò ṣe ṣe bóun lòun ṣe.
Yeah, and the one that I did about going to work, very, very good job for that one. For trying to like put all the effort now you have to put on jobs of mobile to coming out to the essence of the interview, me, I don't understand. Why do the interview now? To come and see how people reaction, Abi?
No. Ìkan tẹ́mi kàn rí ní ibẹ̀ is that maybe ìgbà tí Mohbad kú gbogbo ìgbà tí Mohbad ṣe lọ sí ìdílé guy yẹn máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ nídìí ẹ̀ máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ steady nípa ikú ọ̀gbọ́n yẹn ṣe ìgbẹ́ but nobody kò sẹ́nibọ̀dì tó fún attention but the guy is just like we are just saying justice for Mohbad but what do you think justice ṣe ìgbẹ́ and what I'm in my own brain what I'm thinking is that maybe the guy's spirit that is coaching people and stuff like that. Maybe that's why this year if he come up again.
But not you know because I don't like the guy. So why is the guy is probably in native psychology DNA in the first place? Those cats are just a mobile. But we native will so good to stand and it's doing the same thing right now from bringing this guy.
You're not understanding, JP.
I'm not understanding.
Sorry, let me say.
PM is doing all that because government will shame Kokon. People like one shame on that they are by the people for the people like they have said. People, somebody like VDA will not be fighting rubbish battle. He's just trying to say something. And it's true. Gbogbo tó máa tó sọ pé ẹ má jẹ́ ká ba ìlú jẹ́ ẹ má jẹ́ ká kíní kan okay nígbà tó wọ́n tẹ fi ń wé ìlú he said something yes that is true tí nǹkan bá jalè ń bì báyìí tí òun bá lè bàjá CCTV wà tó máa mú ta ló ṣe CCTV ṣe ìjọba kọ́ ló ṣe ni wọ́n máa mú wọn ó lè lo 10 years ó lè lo 2 years wọ́n máa mú wọn but in Nigeria even gẹ́gẹ́ tó ṣe gangan ìgbà míì ìwọ ló máa mú kéèsì tí ọ̀dọ̀ ọlọ́pàá ìwọ ló ní kéèsì ìwọ ló jàre o tó ní upper hand jù ẹ lọ olówó jù ẹ lọ ẹni ló máa tẹ̀lé that is what he is just trying to say. wọ́n wá sí ìjọba tí wọ́n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n wá ní ká má sọ pé wọ́n ṣe é ká gbọ́dọ̀ dákẹ́ ni.
In addition to it, there's one rule going on in Lagos State now on Tomila Bridge. Wọ́n sọ pé o lè sáré ju 80 kilometre distance lórí Tomila Bridge. Láti ìgbà tó ti ṣe rules yẹn ká ló sá more than that lórí Tomila lórí Tomila Bridge. Gbọ́ pé wọ́n mú anybody just because everything one set gbogbo nǹkan tó yẹ kó set sí rẹ̀ there is camera there is everything. Ẹni tó bá sá more than that ní orí Tomila Bridge wọn ò ní bá ṣe anything wọ́n máa lọ wo camera ni wọ́n dẹ̀ máa rí wọ́n dẹ̀ máa lọ mú ṣòye yín bó bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ó ṣe rí ní ọ̀dọ̀ tí yín náà níbi bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹni tó bá ṣe anything tó bá ti kọjá òfin báyìí wọ́n máa lọ kanlẹ̀kùn ẹni wọ́n dẹ̀ máa fi evidence hàn kíníkan ó dẹ̀ máa ti mọ̀ pé òun ti jẹ̀bi ṣòye yín irú nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe sí Tomila Bridge yẹn tó bá pé wọ́n ṣe sí gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yòókù pé o gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe báyìí ní Nàìjíríà and is right wọ́n ṣe òfin sí wọ́n ṣe everything sí àwọn tó máa go against ẹ̀ náà wà o but wọ́n máa jẹ ìyà tó yẹ kó ń jẹ and everything will be going smoothly shey you get and about this VDM or no VDM there are a lot of things tó jẹ́ pé bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ó ti bring out fún wa tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé later on a rí i pé ẹni yẹn jẹ̀bi for example bí period ti Bobrisky yìí gbà yẹn everybody lórí and I have something at the back of my mind pé no matter what in this Nigeria tí Jésù gan tó bá padà wá sáyé tó ń ṣe gbogbo nǹkan àwọn kan sì máa wà tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n sì máa go against ẹ̀ so kò sí gbogbo nǹkan tó wà I also believe that kò sí gbogbo nǹkan tó wà ní life yìí tó jẹ́ pé kò ní advantages tí kò dẹ̀ ní disadvantages so Nigeria I don't know what you can just do I don't know because our country ibi tẹ́yìn wà bẹ́ẹ̀ they are doing fine everything and again you said something mi ò mẹ́tò sọ they were like Nigeria àti máa ń gbé nǹkan sọ online ju stuff like that kí nǹkan a máa gbé sọ online the reason is that we believe that online ni ibi tí àwọn èèyàn ti lè láti lè communicate ẹni tó bá fẹ́ add sí nǹkan tẹ́ni ẹ̀ ń go through ẹni tó bá fẹ́ yọ kúrò níbi bẹ̀ I believe pé online yẹn ni because tábà lọ sọ fún tábà bí release yìí irú example mo lè give bí release yìí èèyàn kan jí mi ní owó mi ò gbé sí online tí mo bá lọ report ẹni yẹn fún police station it's possible kó jẹ́ pé wọ́n dá down case yẹn fi tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ní abroad tó bá lọ report ní police station wọ́n máa go straight to the point ni wọ́n máa ṣe wọ́n máa ṣe gbogbo investigation tó yẹ kán ṣe wọ́n máa ṣe everything at the right time ṣé you get but ní Nàìjíríà they will do it o ó lè jẹ́ pé àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn gan wọ́n ní intention àti fẹ́ ṣe investigation yẹn but tí wọ́n ti gba kọ́ ẹ̀yọ kan wọ́n lè dá ìdán yẹn but tó bá fi sọ online people will ó ṣáà máa ní ọjọ́ kan even though tí anybody ò bá sọ̀rọ̀ sí in that period ó máa ní ọjọ́ kan lọ́jọ́ kan tó jẹ́ pé people will surely talk about it that's why in Nigeria that man really sọ̀rọ̀ online we believe online yẹn ló ni ó máa help wa bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ó ní disadvantages o ṣe gẹ̀ disadvantages ibẹ̀ lẹ́yìn wò lẹ́yìn fi ń judge wa báyẹn which our advantages ẹ̀ làwọn ń wò ṣe gẹ̀ that's just it nǹkan tẹ́mi kàn figure out mo rí mo lè sọ nìyẹn thank you.
Thank you. Let me just correct something. Pé àwọn tí kò sí online ní àwọn Nàìjíríà ó ṣe ń pé ìkọ̀kọ̀ bí nǹkan tó wrong ń pé èèyàn kan bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìwà ìyẹn gbọ́dọ̀ à ń sọ. Ń pé ìkọ̀kọ̀ àwọn evidence tí ó yẹ kí wọ́n lò fún some things àti fúnra lára wa tó wá sórí online àti wá sọ wọ́n ká máa ṣòro. Lọ́wọ́ tí ó fi wọ̀n tá bá ń ṣe so kí ni court fẹ́ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn ti rí everybody ti gbọ́ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ so kí ni court fẹ́ rí ẹ̀ kí ni wọ́n fẹ́ láti lè lórí kò sí so nǹkan tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn try láti sọ ní ojú bóyá nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ àṣàlẹ̀ close and we talk too much and we tell you this àwọn atakira wa ní Nàìjíríà ó ń ṣe àwọn tó wà ní Nàìjíríà nìkan níbi bá Israel ni mo gbé àdẹ̀mọ́ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ in 2 weeks ago láàrin Israel àti Iran. I'm telling you that àwọn guys kan ní láti máa pe ṣé punch newspaper bí ẹni tàbí nǹkan kan wọ́n ṣe fídíò wọn dojú bolẹ̀ nǹkan tí mo respect níbi tí mo ṣe máa sọ di ọ̀la ni pé tí kó tó di pẹ́lá mo wọlé rárá sí space wọn rárá wọ́n ti máa fún ní automatic message 10 minutes before that and no matter what the case may be kò síbi tó fẹ́ sáré dé láàrin that 10 minutes tó ò ní rí safe place tí wàá sá sí sídà kò ní underground àbí kò rí inú ilé tí wọ́n máa sọ pé tó máa ṣílẹ̀kùn fún ẹ tó máa sọ pé wọlé tó máa dẹ̀ gbé sínú underground wọn tí gbogbo yín jọ máa wà bẹ́ẹ̀. àwọn èèyàn wá ní láti máa ṣe fídíò wọn dẹ̀ gbé ní sọ̀rọ̀ pé ẹ wo wọn o wọn jẹ́ káwọn àwọn fọ́nínà wọn jẹ́ kán wọlé o wọ́n ń tilẹ̀kùn o wọ́n ń ṣe gbà which is not happening. tó bá kàn tiẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ kò ń ṣe bí tẹ́yìn wà yẹn even páàkì tán ti ń ṣeré lásán tẹ máa rí bí tẹ máa rò pé páàkì táwọn ọmọ ti ń ṣeré ni tẹ bá underground wà bẹ́ẹ̀ in case kìíní yẹn bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dún tó yẹ pé kó àwọn ọmọ yín wá sí páàkì tó wá ṣeré ẹ máa sá lọ sínú underground so tá a bá ń sọ pé àwa àkíní ẹwọ nǹkan tí sísá bẹ́ẹ̀kì sọ ń sìn pé àwọn nǹkan táwọn èèyàn máa bọ́ sórí kíní ní uk náà sọ pé tá a bá fẹ́ wáṣẹ́ in case you need job in case you need this pé wọ́n ti ń lọ against àwọn Nigerians tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ so nǹkan tó ń sọ nìyẹn kò ń ṣe pé bóyá kí nǹkan tó bá ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tí kò right ni pé kí wọ́n má wàá sọ nípa ẹ̀ online nǹkan táwọn ń try láti sọ ni pé most of our evidence tó yẹ kí wọ́n lò in most cases àwa fúnra lára wa àsàn láyé kinní kan àti pé wá sọ̀nà àti wá ṣí síta fúnra lára wa so it's not useful anymore so nǹkan tó ń try láti sọ nìyẹn and then the bank point pé VDM nìkan lèèyàn ní no ní Nàìjíríà a lot of people wà bẹ́ẹ̀ a bá sọ pé VDM nìkan la ní wrong and VDM bó ṣe ń tún nǹkan jẹ ló tún bá nǹkan jẹ nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ notice nìyẹn èmi àti VDM mi ò ń ṣe fáǹsẹ̀ bí o ṣe bá ń sẹ̀ bí o tó bá ṣe nǹkan tó right mo máa praise ẹ̀ tó bá dẹ̀ tún ṣe èyí tí o ṣe mo máa sọ pé nǹkan tẹ́ni yìí ṣe dá bí o ṣe fàṣẹ o tó bá ṣe nǹkan tó right at ìgbà tó lọ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ni àbíbo ló lọ́ ń gbà yẹn ebi wà lára àwọn tó praise ẹ̀ pé àná ó try ó ṣe ó gbá ó ṣàwò but a lot of people are there what is this guy's name alinsia àbí erinsia kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn wà bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ pé àwọn gbogbo activities náà táwọn ṣe wọn fi sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ fi gain grand àbáwọn fẹ́ fi gain fame so tó bá sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ fi nǹkan tó bá èmi rí níbi ẹ̀ pé ẹni tó ń wá láti gain fame àbí nǹkan and kí ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ tá à ń sọ yìí ta ló bàjẹ́ ibm ló bàjẹ́ bíbí ta wà yìí lé nínà nǹkan tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe bíbí ta wà yìí lé nínà. And in the beginning of this thing, mo mọ̀ pé bàbá yìí ní ó ní ràpọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn pípù yẹn. Even kó tó di pé wọ́n jọ bára wọn, kó tó di pé fídíò wọn jọ ń ṣe fídíò ní club àbí kankan. Mo mọ̀ pọ́ ní something papọ̀. So kò sẹ́ni tó máa sọ fún nígbà tó délé bọ́ síta tó ọ̀rọ̀ kìíní ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ ní kó tá à ń sọ. Ó dẹ̀ dábàá tẹ everybody kúrò ní nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Tábà sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nìí tí everybody ló mọ̀ tó bá gúnlé yẹn, ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ kó tó máa padà ṣẹlẹ̀. Àǹká tó máa sọ pé even kó tó di pé ọmọ yẹn pa igọ ṣebí Bella Shmurda ó grant interview tó lè sọ pé nǹkan tó fojú ọmọ yẹn kò tí nǹkan tó ṣe Mohbad gbà yẹn náà tí bàbá yìí ti sọ̀rọ̀ nígbà yẹn nǹkan tó fojú ẹ̀ lóun ṣe nǹkan kékeré o tó dẹ́sẹ̀ tó ti ronú tó fẹ́ fò láti orí kiri sísàlẹ̀ nígbà tó máa bá tó yẹ pé ìyàwó ẹ̀ ló sáré tó yẹ pé girlfriend ló sáré wá pé òun tó yẹ pé òun bá níbi tó ti ń sunkún ni tó ti ń ké wọ́n mú ayé wọ́n sọ di hell fún everybody lórí so tàbá sọ pé nǹkan tí gbogbo náà ló ń lò ní gbogbo nǹkan tí VDN àbí kílẹ̀ ló ń jẹ́ VDN tó ń ṣe nípa ọ̀rọ̀ fíìsì Mohbad náà ló ń lò tún ní o náà ló ń lò ní gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe náà ló ń lò ní gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe tó bá ṣe nǹkan tó dà máa sọpọ̀tì tàbá sọ pé òníkanlá ní kó ń ṣe òníkanlá ní a lot of people are there that are fighting for people Ṣòwòrẹ́ ńgbà bí ó lè ṣe nǹkan tí ò ṣe bọ̀tì many things lárí pé Ṣòwòrẹ́ máa ṣe tí ò sẹ́ni tó pé tó máa ṣàyàgbàgbà tó máa lọ bẹ̀ no ẹ̀ lè máa ṣe léèfélè no ẹ̀ lè ṣe léèfélè no ẹ̀ lè ṣe léèfélè àrí so ẹ jẹ́ ká wò ó dáadáa tó bá fẹ́ máa fi àwọn nǹkan tó dáa díẹ̀ yẹn tó fẹ́ máa fi bojú àwọn nǹkan burúkú tó ń ṣe no ebi ò lè bá yín sọ pé òun nìkan la ní àsìmísáyà kí ni òun kọ́ ni Moses tó bá tó
divine favour ẹgbẹ́ ṣé mo lè divine favour ẹgbẹ́ ṣé mo lè sọ̀rọ̀ yes go ni long time ẹwẹ má bẹ ẹjẹ sáré sọ ẹjẹ sáré sọ̀rọ̀ what I believe JBY is saying tell me that is so the same pé for me I wouldn't say I detest someone because I'm a Christian. But me ò like VDM láti bí síbẹ̀ yẹn because I believe VDM is not a truthful person. VDM, whatever VDM wants to say, he has something behind it, called genuine. Maybe he has something to gain. But having said that, I'm going by what JBY said is this. To my people in Shisha Taku will be VDM will come out. That is what he's saying. But because people are tired, what did you about help no more? What did you about share anything more? And that is why they are going over to social media. Now, here's the thing with social media. And that is why people go to social media. And because one believe better about the social media, at least somebody, even if the job no help them, somebody will come out that will help. Somebody will come out that will help. And that is why now people change will pay. VDM suddenly becomes the Messiah. But to pay, Mr. Tillman, so that audio, to buy more shishele lori ni, to more shishele lori, to shishe takun. Samlaro le wasita ni si ko mama rere, when you go. Are you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's what he's saying. You people are not getting, you're not getting what's going on. Who is VDM? VDM is nobody. VDM is nobody. But because it's about shit, nothing. And that is why people, they want to listen. They want to hear somebody talk. They want to hear somebody say something about somebody or something about more. And that's how people will go to his page and say, okay, and when it comes to someone, when it comes to somebody or people being manipulated, when they hear something for over and over, a lie becomes the truth. That is what this guy is saying here. He said, who is this guy? What does this job because I was a man in UK. In UK we should be talking because. But here is the thing: when something happens in the UK, somebody home secretary will come out. Need that coffee, for example, need that coffee. Ilabade, because they keep saying in the UK, in Kiniko, and when the Prime Minister messed up, you can see he resigned. He resigned because when you're dead, if there's some you are there drinking beer with your wife, and then your wife is there decorating your house and he resigned. So what are people saying? Of course they talk. Platform no matter. It's the platform that you go to that you know that people talk. On the internet that Nigeria misuse, yes they do. I get it. Like I always say, even between 2020, 2021 and now, go for almost COS, go watch the Louis, I'll not buy reputation, you want bad reputation in Nigeria. Tani, I'll not buy it. Àwọn náà bàjẹ́, wọ́n tó sọ̀rọ̀ bó ṣe máa gbé po wọlé, lọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ bó ṣe máa gbé ja wọlé, lọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ bó ṣe máa gbé dé wọlé, lọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ bó ṣe máa gbé ìgbín wọlé, lọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ bó ṣe máa ríṣẹ́. These are information that need here because àwọn kan tẹ bá oníbọ̀ ṣe ń gbé wọlé. So kí ló pọ̀ yìí tẹ̀sán wá sọ fáwọn ẹ̀pẹ́ báyìí ni kẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe. That is what I'm saying. See, information tó ń sí máa yìí sọ ni pé who be VDS? But if government is coming out, so every commissioner of police come to assign a situation yìí. Every month, so my dad and say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Fine, you're not going to give us all the information. But the basic information that the public wants to hear, you let them hear. And your people will not come out and be manipulating people. That is what me I'm saying, Me, I don't like BTS. That's the discipline.
Please, let me come. Divine people also got callers on if someone who can or do if you're going to see who can see VDM who are in Nigeria for point of correction. Your alone equals as I said. But when it comes to VDM, any coaching but VDM in Nigeria.
Àwọn èèyàn ń ṣe àwọn tó ń ṣe wá gbé kinní sórí kámẹ́rà bí kinní. Àwọn tó ń ṣe wà náà.
Ẹgbẹ́ pọ́ìntì mi náà. Reason tí mo fi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wípé ní number one èèyàn owó ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà yìí àwọn ìtẹ̀sọ̀ yẹn ní pé wọ́n ń ṣe lóòótọ́ and again order to make one. Ó make owó bọ̀ ṣé ó ń ṣe nǹkan tó ń ṣe and again wọ́n give example ìgbé ìṣòro.
No, please, we allow everybody to have their opinion, whether they are fans of one person or not.
Okay, àwọn pẹ́ẹ́lí tí mò ń sára jọ yìí ṣe ṣòro rẹ tí ọwọ́ tí a kọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn àwọn bíbí ṣòro rẹ ṣiṣẹ́ ní ìpìlẹ̀ yẹ yín kó àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan wà ní Nàìjíríà tó jẹ́ pé tí wọ́n bá pe ṣòro rẹ pé ṣòro rẹ ò ní ṣe. Ṣé ṣòro rẹ ṣé lẹ́nu láti gbéyàn tó lẹ́nu ìfaradà àwọn kókó wọ́n mú ní oṣù tó jẹ́ pé ikú ni fún àwọn ẹlòmíì tó lè jẹ́ pé kò kí ẹ̀ tóun bá fẹ́ kú fún un. Múnà EFCC ọ̀nà tó fi ṣe bí àìmọ́ kì í gbà bẹ̀ ó ti dọ́dọ̀ wọn gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó gbé ìlú pẹ̀ ó padà sọ jáde lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó jáde.
Ṣé wọ́n bọ́ ṣe gbé? Ó dà pé ẹ wò ẹ́
ká ní ẹ.
Jésù ṣe wo rẹ̀ ṣé wọ́n bọ́ ṣe gbé? Ṣé wọ́n bọ́ ṣe gbé? Tí kò máa ń ṣe pé Amẹ́ríkà kò kí ń tẹ̀sí lọ. Ṣé ó sì ti sí pé òkòkò òkúrò ṣe ó tó di kórì ní sígbà. So, I know that you are really a fan and mi ò ní problem. Ó ṣe sọ pé ó bá ṣe nǹkan tó dáa ìgbà tó lọ sí bẹ́ẹ̀rẹ̀ tó ṣe tó bá fún wa lára àwọn tó ń pèsè. But most of àwọn nǹkan tí VDM ń ṣe kò ṣe àwọn nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe kò pé òun fẹ́ fi ṣe tó nípa wọn. Most of àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣe fẹ́ fi gé ó fẹ́ fi gé pé wọn. Àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣe náà ló dẹ̀ ń bàjẹ́. Most of the case ló ń ṣe ló ń bàjẹ́. Ìgbà bọ̀bọ̀ tó ń fa àwọn obìnrin ní ṣiṣẹ́ pátákọ́sì àbí báwo wọ UK base tó wá ó tó di kó fún alára ẹ̀ síta ó tó tún para ẹ̀ ni. Ṣèbí kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣé arẹ́sì àbí kí wọ́n gbogbo bí tí wọ́n yẹn wọ̀ lọ. Àwọn eléyìí ò ṣe pé wọ́n fẹ́ fi ní fèèmù wọ́n tẹ̀lé sọ fún yín àǹtí mi àti tiẹ̀ mo understand the potential. Nǹkan tẹ̀yìn sọ yàtọ̀ sí nǹkan tó wọ̀ ẹ̀ sọ. Mo understand nǹkan tẹ̀yìn sọ and it's right. Nǹkan tẹ̀yìn sọ nǹkan tó right. And who is big ẹ̀ tó bá ń gbé àwọn kìíní. And nípa voice note gbà sọ yẹn. Ṣé àwọn gbogbo ìgbà tí voice note yẹn jáde gbogbo àti voice note yẹn fi jáde tó fi ṣe? Ṣé àwọn pín táǹkì yẹn káwọn èèyàn lójú láyé ṣe ti voice note yẹn? Bí fídíò ẹ̀ dédé bọ́ síta. After 2 or 3 days, ó ní ọmọ tó wà lọ́wọ́ ní pé kọ́ lọ́ máa ṣe díẹ̀. Ṣé o pé gbogbo àwọn ọ̀dà ìbá ti kúrò lórí voice note and everything? Tó ń bá yàrá òkè. Gbogbo aláwọ̀ àbí náà àìtí kù.
See, my own is that nǹkan tẹ́mi kọ́ believe nípa case Mohbad ni pé tó bá jẹ́ wípé bíbí ó ní like from the beginning láti bá ti Mohbad ti tó bá dé bíbí I don't want to use the word tó bá yẹ pé òun ló handle case yẹn tó bá handle case yẹn from that láti gbà yẹn ẹni tí ó wà nípa ẹ̀ àbí bóyá bú ní òun ní bí pípa ọ̀rẹ́ ní nípa Mohbad máa jáde.
That's a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. Let me tell you. I'm going to tell you a fact now. VDM destroyed this case single-handedly. Whether you want to see, VDM destroyed, let me tell you, the whole nation, both in and outside of the country, came together. We were one. Do you understand me? We were one. Everywhere there was protest. The America on a very billboard, even the greatest artist, Mo was put there on that billboard. Out of protest. One voice. And the first person who came out, the very first person who came out, who brought out another narration was VDM. So, me, I agree with you saying go, but on this particular issue, going. VDM came out, VDM was the tool that was used to destroy this case. Because he shifted the whole narrative or the whole narration from the unified body to, and we have people who, see, let me tell you, when it comes to human beings, and now they are straightforward. And now if you buy you see, if that go back fair see you on my law. And now they are nothing. In Baba what they saw you, we came as one. Even I want to get paid if that go back fair see. But the moment VDM came out and said it was the wife, culture, each and every culture, automatically, ìyàwó ni ẹgbàgbé gbogbo culture ti gbogbo àti ọgbẹ́ dá bí it Yorùbá Igbo Hausa gbogbo wọn tí ọkọ bá kú ìyàwó náà máa ní kàmá yóò kẹ́ máa wò ìyàwó yẹn bóyá ìyàwó yẹn ti ń yàlè bóyá wọ́n ti ní tí ìyàwó bá ti tó tí ò bá pọkọ á pàlè á parẹ̀ á ṣe kíní kan á ṣe gbá kan á ṣàwó kan gbogbo wa ni. And the moment he use that now because wọ́n sọ pé kí ni nǹkan tí bàbá ilé lò that people will listen that tó wà nínú culture wa that people want to say ẹ jẹ́ ká wò kíní yẹn and that was using the wife. Ó dé kọ́kọ́ lo ìyàwó yẹn the moment he used the ìyàwó and we have some traditionalists amongst us tó jẹ́ àwọn ọkùnrin tó yẹ pé tí ọkọ bá kú báyìí ìyàwó yẹn ni those men started listening to this guy. They shifted ó dẹ̀ di pé okay o ìyẹn náà àwọn yẹn ọba lọ then àwọn kan tó jẹ́ pé ibi tí atẹ́gùn bá fi wọ́n sí ni àwọn yẹn náà tún bá lọ. So he single-handedly because if you say you are fighting a case or you are an activist, yeah, okay, I get it. You traveled from Abuja to Lagos. Abi, you interviewed the ex-friend, the friend of this ọmọ tó pa yìí, ọmọ tó ṣaláìsí yìí. But ẹni tó ní ọmọ, ẹni tó bí ọmọ, oh my, bàbá gbọ́dọ̀ pé bàbá yìí kìíní kan, bàbá yìí ṣe pẹ́kọ̀. Ṣé lè ṣe ìṣe ni? Why do you want to turn here? Bàbá yìí ṣàwó, bàbá yìí kìíní kan, oh interview bàbá. You just went by the narration of gbogbo àwọn fídíò bàbá tó wò. Òun ló fi mú bàbá. Ìyàwó ẹni tó ṣaláìsí, no matter bó ṣe máa hate èèyàn tó, if you are for everybody, if you are an honest person, you would have at least, even if it's one interview, listen to the wife. Let the wife tell you what happened. Our own side of the story. You did not do that. You did not fucking do that. So, Mr. Man, when you come here and say, that's a lie. The next thing, videos came out of you having fun time with these people in a club. So, by the activists in here, and that is why you see our judges don't go to party, they don't go to because of cases. So why don't you say, don't be two things at once. And that is why I'm saying, and I'm standing by what I'm saying right now. VDM single-handedly,
But do you know that from the beginning, maybe things everybody was Marian's like that. But
Bobonia did not do anything. Let me tell you, the few videos, VDM, because nobody knew VDM. The few VDM did about this case. So they should arrest Kediko, they should arrest Naramani. He wanted an audience. Do you understand me? Not because he wanted to do that. Not because use this one where they should arrest Naramani. They should arrest him. He wanted an audience. He wanted people to listen to him. There was never a day don't fight it that he was truthful. He wanted people to listen. Okay. So I say, arrest him. And they jello because some of them got Nigeria very funny. They jello. So Mr. Man, don't say it's bad. VDM never from the beginning wasn't about no. All right, I'm telling you, and I'm telling you this for free.
I feel like we have a few people who are joining us for the first time. So we have Supreme held on because please hold on a sec. And there are people here before when we go in. So Astonished and Don Patrice and Astonished and Mr. Wande. So if either of you can please unmute the mic when you're ready.
Okay, hi everybody.
Hello.
My own is just that. Fine. VDM might be saying some things that are not right sometimes. But what I just feel is this is a murder case. And everybody needs to be checked. On my own part too. Whether the wife, we have situations whereby the husband, Luma Shekopa, Yahweh, likewise the other parts too. But time everyone saw it feel like you should not check one part because of, okay, she's mourning or something, and then it can be any. I'm not his fan. There are times that I will do some things that it doesn't make sense.
All right, Mr. Wande, kí mọ́tò fún ẹlòmíì ní mic láti sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ta ló báwo ni kéèsì yìí ṣe jẹ́ murder case? Ta ló name kéèsì yìí ní murder case?
Because this everybody mock with boy, you go say pay natural death. Only now.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
I don't know me mental sorrow like to so the reason why VDM was saying they should arrest Naira. Why would you want to accept that and you don't want to accept the fact that everybody should be checked?
Okay, actually,
You're saying you believe he was lying for that part, but the other part you don't want to take that. That means you are also selecting what you want to believe out of everything.
so what other parts are you talking about, sir?
I'm talking about the part where he was saying, okay, maybe they should go for a DNA. I'm not saying the girl is the culprit or something. I'm just saying everybody needs to be touched. That's my own.
All right, thank you for your opinion. We respect everyone's opinion here. Thank you so much. However, this is not a murder case because this case has not been listed as a murder case. And also, to just also chip in a little bit, there's what we call death by misadventure. And Listic has sent requests. And this case is not a case, it's not a murder case. It's not, I know that people have called it a lot, genocide, murder, but I beg to differ. It's not a murder case, but beautiful. Happy Mary Bowney. Astonished, are you here? Astonished or Rikitsi? Yeah, are you, Mr. Don Patrice, please go ahead.
What I have to say about this is that one bully here. But the thing is that ìgbà tó wọ́n gbé lọ sí ilé tí wọ́n dá mi lé lórí, his wife was there. Wife kò lè sọ̀rọ̀. They are now calling a nurse from Cotonou when they have many hospitals around them. Báwo ni làwọn máa wo ọkọ ẹ̀ ní ìran?
Mr. Don, good morning. Mr. Wande should go, should come back, please. Mr. Wande should come up back, please. Mr. Don, good morning. I have a few questions to ask you. Can you just mute and ask you a few questions? I want you to reply me, please.
Okay.
Because I'm going to mute for you as well when you want to reply me, so we don't intercede the whole conversation. Good. Mr. Wande should please come back. Mr. Don, I want to ask a good question because I don't want us to start from the old roots because I don't think you followed up on the old roots. If you did, there was never a place where they said what dominated in the court of law. And that's what my son is. None of us was at the court. I want to know see court what none of us. Now, dominated can you please move? There was no place where we saw a video. See what it down network. There was no place. There was no place that a real video we was down with the lorry. There was no place. A video we was down with the lorry. I want to see one narrator, our family VDM. How are the internet? No, come on, no, come on, no. See what really, no, you're cool. Ọmọ tí ò ti tó ń kùn lọ́wọ́ ẹjọ́ pé wọ́n da ọmọ ilé lórí bàbá ẹ̀ ló ní pé wọ́n da bàbá ẹ̀ ló sọ pé wọ́n da ọmọ ilé lórí where we saw no video pé wọ́n da ọmọ ilé lórí. I want to ask you one question, Mr. Don, and I'm going to mute for you right now. Ẹjọ́ tó yọ náà. Did VDM show any Nigerians the video or the picture of the nurse that injected Mohbad? Yes or no?
I don't think I see any picture. There is not show any picture of the lady. Are you there?
No, now.
Mr. What's the response here? He said no. Yeah, he has responded. He said no.
Let's talk. I'm not saying anything. I just want to enlighten ourselves. I'm not here to argue. I'm not yourself.
That knows of the thing,
Don't say she's confused. Please don't be abusive in the comment section, please. Go on, please.
That video, that knows of the thing, VDM will need that she will see online.
Why have the Nigerians said for the picture of the nurse injected, show the picture of Feishara that injected?
I'm not defending the nurse. Listen to me. I'm not defending the nurse that they need to show or they don't need to show. What I'm saying is that while people are there in the house and something happened to him, they can't take to and his wife is there. Are you listening?
Hello, can I quickly chip in? Yeah?
Okay.
On
You
this
guys
thing,
are getting it wrong.
no, JB1, yeah? And I want to take you from, there are some people that started this course from the beginning, and there are people that joined in the middle, and there are people that just joined recently. The people that joined from that started this course from the beginning, yeah? They will have more understanding about this case than the people that joined in the middle. Because if you join in the middle, say 2024, mid-2024, yeah? It is what was said in 2023 that you will hear, and which then was most of the things then was misinformation. And you will carry it up to 2025. The advice I will always give to people is this: check yourself. When did I understand this? When did I join this case? So what have I had about this case? Because to be honest with you, most of the things you've had, that if you have just recently joined, they are all jargons. Money pay, what's up pay. And you now make up your whole mind about that money pay, what's up pay, rather than thinking, pay, come, listen, let me research these things myself. All this you are talking about 15 people in the house. Can you name 5 of the people that are the 15 in the house? Who has come out and give you the name of the 15 in the house? Nobody. But the story of the 15 people in the house is a multiple thing that keeps going on. Another story, Adura said, anybody that sees my brother on Monday, where did Adura say that? But you that join later on, you will be peddling that rumor, that story as well. So that's why I always try and encourage. Oh, going to the CTC, Adura said, Adura never said that. I've read the CTC 24/7. But some people will keep still saying it. But because you join in the middle, what those rubbish that they are saying in Yellow Magbesori, okay, that's the truth. You will not bother yourself to seek and look for the right thing. I think that's why so many people are making mistakes about this thing. And moreover, when people come, this should have come and told us, who the hell are you? I said this to you. Who the fuck are you? Who? In the realm of things. Oh, she should have come outside and explain. The police should have come outside and explain. And the solicitor should have come outside and to you for what? As what? Are you the defendant? Are you the culprit? So this spirit of entitlement, as we Nigerians, sometimes it disturbs our mental prospect. Oh, she should have come and said this. And the police should have come and said, are you the one investigating the case? Did they address you to come and join TikTok and because she should come to TikTok and talk to who? The police representative should come to TikTok and to who? As what?
Good morning, sir. Sir,
good morning.
question we should be asking these gullible people is this: where is the face of Feishara the law? Why are they not so focused on Feishara the law? Why is VDM not inviting Feishara?
The bottom line is this, yeah? As long as the story does not suit your narrative, whatever story that comes from the police, the defendant, the accused, or anybody, you're on it. As long as it does not suit your narrative, you will say it's the lie. As long as it doesn't suit your narrative. So who the hell are you then?
Come out. Hashtag Feishara the laws come out.
Even the Feishara, some people said they've seen her. Some people said they haven't seen her. She's appeared in court.
Prime Boss said she's a sinner in court. So Inshallah exists. That's the fact.
Exist. I have a picture. But the problem is, whenever you want to upload a picture, you are in soup with your page.
The
You
problem
getting attacked
is,
from
no, the thing is here, some people have a narrative they want to air. As long as it's not that is not the narrative that is going on, they don't want to hear anything. For them to be so gullible to the extent that they said their own autopsy, their own, the one they paid for, is compromised. So I'll now use my own money and buy a car, and I'll now be condemning the car after I've inspected the car from the dealership, and I paid my money and I took the car home. Is that not madness? Is that not stupidity on my own side? So people that
Mobad coming out, talking about him bringing Sammy Larry and Nemali into the court back, and then Sammy Larry coming out again. Is it not?
The thing with Josie is this. Josie comes out and says, I'm a carpenter. I don't know anything. And these educated fools that are supporting him, forgetting the fact that going to school is not streetwise. Josie Koche, a carpenter. Josie is streetwise. So Josie will sell all of them. Because you are dealing with Josie on the street. Or you are dealing with Josie in the classroom. And what you are fighting for is on the street. So who is going to win? It's the person that knows the street. All these things that you are now saying from Josie Sheba, Josie Sheba, he did this, he did that. Omo may have said it since 2023.
Oh, yeah.
That if you know this man, you will stone him. She said it 2023 December. That this man you are talking about, if you know him, you will stone him. So that's why I just decided, you know what, justice for Mohbad, if not that we're just talking about it today, and to make some gullible people, which they will never learn to learn. Because I talk about what is son, and those ones that are going to son, they will son forever. Is their own cup of tea. The good thing is just unfortunate that the poor boy died, and the family, the public that they call themselves, just destroyed justice for that boy.
Let's see. Don Patrick, are you still here, or have you given your submission before I go to the next person?
I think the next person talk out.
All right, thank you. Ogbeni Victor King. Ogbeni, I do. What are your side?
I do.
Customer, like the one.
All right, can you people, yeah, in fact, I just uploaded a video that was analyzing this very dark man.
Did you analyze this? How many minutes the video now?
Yes, now. It's 25 minutes, man. I took my time.
Okay.
I just uploaded it. I literally just uploaded it. Like 10-15 minutes ago.
Okay, well, just give us your...
Okay, so, I just say, there are certain people that we personally not even try to explain nothing to. If you have not been following this thing beforehand, like in real time, there is a tendency that falsehood will be sold to you, and you are responsible for just picking and showing the narrative from it. You are responsible for that. So if you just see one video and you don't even know the details and the nitty-gritty of this matter, then good luck to you. I can't help your stupidity. But anyone who has been followed would establish one fact. Something is very certain. Both their action and their bad action, whichever way they have responded to the death of Mohbad, he can only establish one thing. Amelari, Nagamali, there is something they are trying to hide. They hide something they are running away from. I don't care if 200 courts exonerate them today. It is still evidently clear that their conscience have not let them rest.
It's not even about it. There's something going on the ground about Mohbad that is eating them big time.
Yep. Something is haunting them. Something is biting them. And they are doing everything possible to either cover the track or not make it look as bad as it is. Unfortunately,
on TikTok several times, something is killing them.
It's really haunting them so bad. Unfortunately for them, every intervention they've adopted has made it worse for them. Now, we all know why Very Dark Man is coming out now. Things are Mohbad said that is not correct, but once in his futility, he decided to. I don't even want to address that because the way I'm avoiding trashing that man, I will be inhuman. And he deserves every single bit of it because that man has not done well for his own things. So, all of a sudden, after 2 years, I'm about to feel like, okay, yes, my son was humiliated, was, abused by this set of people. And he went to court to, prosecuted. Fortunately enough, he was granted that audience. A date has been set. This is the reason why they are running kata again. And Very Dark Man is coming to say, I intentionally brought it back. Nigga, you have nothing to say about this stuff the entire time. There's nothing you intentionally brought back. Before I proceed, may I please say that I take a very strong offense to every Nigerian that has ever applauded this bastard. I have asked a question in my I'm not talking of the bad thing he has done. The seemingly ones and the seemingly good ones that you people think it is good, including the Benue. I am asking one question. After all said and done, what value or what difference has it added to the life of the people? If somebody can tell me one, then it will make sense to me. After going to Benue, sleeping on the ground, showing people that are mutilated, which is very inhuman in the first place.
People publicity.
Now, after all that is done, what are the only people benefited from it?
Nothing.
So what good is it doing?
The marketing itself on the internet, trending.
He has a strategy of picking and choosing what to interface in, to explore the vulnerability of people, to project himself as a good man. He likes that, and of course, Nigerians are gullible. Because I measure productivity by value. Okay, after all of these things, what has changed in the life of these people? How have you helped them? Oh, you make their struggle public so that everybody will know. Who are the everybody? We on social media that don't give two fuck. We on social media that don't have the capacity, the capability, and the nexus to make any difference in their life. So what's the point? Oh, so that people will know that government is not doing anything. Is that in news to anybody? That's not even in news. As much as that, I don't want to water anybody's effort down. So I don't even always like to pinpoint where I'm going.
The money Samelari and Aramali gave to Baba Mohbad is expired. Baba Mohbad has to come out again and request for that money. And they're going to give him more this time around.
Obviously, because again, this man at the initial stage said they did not do nothing to his son.
Yes, but we didn't. That's that.
And now you are dragging them to court. Sir, it takes 2 years for your brain to come. So, we know, and don't forget, Baba Mohbad is not an alien to the Malians.
There have been a couple of times where they have interfaced. In fact, they've communicated directly.
So, I think forgotten the place where Wumi was saying that the court, that they should ever have to ask Yadolade, what is her relationship with Mines? Why is she communicating with Mines? What about Mobile go to the Marian's house? Why were they going there just few days after Mobile death?
Yes, Wumi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lóòótọ́.
So, even on the that they have been a sort of relationship between Baba Mohbad and the Malians. For two reasons. Now, Owo ti Kupe, all of the place where he's been milking everybody, that shit is not working right anymore. Secondly, it's not looking good for him at this point. So now, he felt like, what other thing can I push? They say they have shielded because Baba Mohbad has shielded these people over and over. All of his bloggers, they have shielded these people over and over. Now, you are prosecuting them. You can clearly see something that their government, now, that's what is happening. Because now there's a conflict of interest.
Baba Mohbad is a very smart man. The reason why the money cannot come for him is because he's a smart man. He has given evidence to his crews against Naira Marley and Sam Larry. If anything happens to him, he has evidence against them. Reason why they cannot take him down.
Yes, they put them in a box, and now they are getting a shock of their life that this guy is now pointing at them, is now dragging them to court. Should we are shouting there? Okay, me, to be fair, I will not boldly say that Naira Marley or Sam Larry killed Mohbad. But we are not talking about murder now. Because for me, the word kill Mohbad is a collection of many things. But that we are very clear of one thing, that you people humiliated this. You make life a living hell for him. And he deserves to get justice. This guy shouted, made the police report. He did all of those things.
And the country has a law. Mali can still be held for Mohbad's death because there's a connection between coming from the chief priest, who is a very good close friend of Sam Larry, organizing the show, and there wasn't even any video of Mohbad at that show they uploaded online. If not because Mohbad died 3 days after. The reason why they are bringing Zlatan into this film is really pure and clean. Zlatan was there on the video shoot. Zlatan was there. We didn't see him on the stage, but he was there where he held on to Liam before the show. So he's around Mohbad's life. He knows so much things. He knows so many things. In fact, he knew many things even before they executed many things. But he still sticks around the guy. So if the country was a good country, there's a way they can still link this whole thing back to the roots. Because where did Feishara come from? Because I could remember very well when Spendy got arrested. There was a guy on Instagram called Loli. Loli was a dog of Naira Marley. He is a dog of Naira Marley to date. But he was advocating. He even created few pages, few groups on Instagram, recruiting, on Telegram as well, recruiting people to hashtag free spending. Where did this whole connection come from? It's a game thing. They can still be held for the death of this young man. But it's happened very much.
But I'm not striking fearless. Directly or indirectly, they contributed to his death. In fact, they are primary player to his death because what killed Mohbad on the day that he died did not just get to his body. They built up everything that would kill him in his body. So they are killer.
There's a man called Ibaje. Ibaje on the same, he actually took down that particular video. But I have the video with me. On that same day when Mohbad died, he came on the internet. He was crying. He was on live. There was like 60 people on the live. He was crying. He said, I begged you. I brought this boy. Even when you said you didn't like the music this guy dropped about Thief and Ask About Me and all that music this guy was teaching you, I brought this boy to you. I begged you. I pleaded to you. You promised me you forgiven him. But you still went ahead and killed this boy. Ibaje said it on live.
All those things are crystal clear. Now, unfortunately, the family rided with all of these manipulators and they literally diverted the whole thing, make getting justice for this boy
and unrealistic, events. Now, the proper this, let me say very clear that the very dark man involvement, first of all, is a very wrong move for the Malians. It's a wrong move. You will know that this thing was premeditated. The whole Benue, he felt like, oh, he did that Benue thing, he's getting that credibility.
Mr. Victor, because BDM is not a man of integrity. He's a man that fights for his pockets. Okay? He's the only person that can actually talk. The whole world knows the truth. But they know BDM as gullible young youth, and some gullible old food men who have no brain on their head, in their skull, who actually, and most of them are tribalism men. Most of them are from the states. The state where BDM comes from. Oh, my brother, and that's what is happening.
When the narrative suits their stupidity, then it's good. See, for the most part, most Nigerians don't really have a good thinking faculty. And I meant bold to say that, I've said it too many times. Because they can't think deep. They just look at surface. I don't know, maybe it is poverty, whatever it is, that people can't just have a deep thought and see things. Now, it kind of the banana and is bringing it up. Surprisingly, if you cannot see that they are using the same strategy they use in the first day, that they are doing that same thing again, then I don't know what you know. The same way he brought the DNA matter.
Mali was using Instablog when Mohbad was alive. Until when Mohbad sang a million and said, Instablog, that was when they stopped using Instablog. And that was how Instablog lost his or her integrity. Now they're using VDM.
Now, the same thing VDM did when they brought up the DNA matter to just distract and disorganize the whole process of investigation. And they begin to attack. That's the same thing they are trying to do now. To now bring up Zlatan. They're introducing another character to this one. So we will now be debating Zlatan, what Zlatan and what Zlatan does. It's madness. Behind this, that it is in civil right of Zlatan to not say jack shit.
My question is, what is the motive? Why did he record Zlatan?
Now, in that audio, surprisingly, very interestingly, Zlatan said, I am choosing not to say nothing because I don't want anybody to record me. Of course, Samilari, you have betrayed that trust. He has refused to talk to anybody.
The question is not even why did he record him or the motive. The question is, this released audio, it's actually shown that it is a recent one. Mm-hmm. It is so recent. Now, why did DVDM has it? It is a planned thing, but why the gullible ones in it? I can see in the
that's what I was explaining in that. You see that audio if you listen to it. See, me where I want to record you, I'm the only sensible person in the conversation because I know why I've called you. Mm-hmm. I know, so I will pick and choose my words.
And you're oblivious. You don't even know why or what I'm saying.
No. So when he was saying, why don't you help me now? He knows. Go and listen to Zlatan very well. You could tell that he was like, why would you really want me to testify on your behalf? If I have
go to the press. Go to the press.
The guy said, go and do press release. Because it made no sense. You can see that Zlatan was struggling so hard, choosing his words, and it's like, again, you establish that they are all afraid of this dude. They are afraid of him. Now, everything he now said, I want to underline the falsehood in that audio call. Do you know that he said at first that you remember we were there and I was even the one that was stopping them from fighting, and I said it that the video we still spend like 2 hours eating amala, and then Mohbad get into his car and left. One, in that same audio, he said, I did not even do it. At least let me say to everybody, I did not touch him. That I just came in, hit the chair, and immediately he went into his car and left. Did he leave him? And he said, he now said another one that immediately we ended, the thing ended, and they still finished the video shoots before he leave. So question, or did he finish the video shoots, or did he join you people to go and eat amala? Because that's the roughing the services.
Question, though, so he held it. Terry, can you please analyze the timing aspect? Wait, before you analyze that timing aspect, Osheja and Messi. Now, Victor, two things you need to analyze. Number one, analyze that timing. Number two, analyze Ibo Gongo. Oh, Kini 2 million, then by the story. Kini 2 million, number one, Samari said in one of his updates, I paid him 2 million to come and play at my mother's party. In this interview with VDM, in one area he said, my birthday is on the 4th of January, his birthday is on the 7th. I paid him to come and play at my birthday. Again, in that same video, he said, I paid him to come and do a gig in Dubai. I even bought tickets, did visa for his wife and Kelly come. Yes, he didn't do the show. So which one? So you see, there are two.
See one thing about life is that life cannot be consistent. Life can never, ever consistent. Now, let's get to the timing. This video that we saw, where he went there. Okay, so let me first of all say, where Very Dark Man lost it with me is like the first 10 seconds of that interview you did. This dude goes, I'm not going to edit this video. Who are you fooling? Show to your way. And then some of us who are creators. Some of us who are creators can watch that video and see how many times they cut that video. I can tell you for a fact that video was cut at least 4 times. I just got caught like bastard. So let's leave that. Two. From the first 10 seconds, this guy dude, there's a video that he went to Mumbai where they're shooting video shoot and he went there with the boys. From the video, I can see that you didn't go there to attack him, and I'm like, motherfucker, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Sure, okay. Now, somebody went to a place that he was not invited. He didn't know he was coming. And he went there with boys. Now, they are all these things, all sorts of weapons. And you want to sit down comfortably to say, from the video you saw that I didn't go there to attack you. What else are you going to sit down that makes sense? Because your position already shows that you just want to be an asshole. What if you want to go there to attack him? You will have gone there with machine gun, AK-47, or what? And then the guy was even saying he didn't go there to attack him. He went to... Yes, at the beach, you want to go and buy yam. As per Elegushi Beach has turned to my 2 markets. I don't understand how you... Now, so this particular video we're talking about was what time? When was this video? When he was shooting this video? You know that it was the same thing moment that it was a couple of months to that event. Before this time, the police report that he went to go and do after this incident was the second he has done mentioning Samilari. So, it can only explain that you have been harassing this boy before that.
So there's another video again at the club where he said they came there, took his phone, he was crying. Yeah, when he was in the background crying, he was having like his voice.
Now we saw it. Then they were chasing the van. One of the boys were running out. They were making a video. They were literally lynching them and chasing them outside the club. So, what I want to ask all of these assholes is, what part of this?
Yeah, so that's the video you're talking about, Victor.
Yes. Yes. So that means there have been pre-existence. There have been incidents where they have been attacking this boy.
So what about Mr. Victor? What about the date of Mohbad? The first video we got on the internet before we even know Mohbad was dead was until on day 3.
Of course, he denied that too.
He denied
it. He said all stations said to no case to answer. He denied it. He said that audio was about 7 years ago.
Hold on, let me play another video. This is another video of Mohbad. I went mad because of this issue. I'll play it again. Kelly, go down. Distress, he was crying, he was screaming. But you know, that's why I don't make any sense. Now, this is another video again. This I've played you 2 videos of assault. Now, let me play you a third one. Listen. Watching Mohbad, and Marian is there. Marian there, and we're watching Mohbad. Hold on, let me find the video. So this one. Unfortunately, we don't video, but here no, one assault Mohbad.
Now, do you have? There's a particular video where he was in Mali's house.
That's this one.
I have it for it.
Sorry, I have that video you're asking for. Let me see.
With weapons in their hand.
Yeah.
Teaching this one. Right in his compound.
One of the guys go. Oh, see weapon, your own Lamomo bad. Hold on, let me remove my background. Okay, beautiful. I'll now flip my video to very here when they live.
You understand? So she just say like that. So
Another video. This video. That's not what we're crying. This was the day of the photo shoot. That particular video was the day of the photo shoot. Now, there's another video of them stomping on Mohbad's head. Let me find that video. I've shown you guys this one. Hold on. And they said what? They did not bully him. So the evidences are there. And I think they know. They know. That's why they are doing everything they can to come back. To come and clean their mess.
Sister Abefee, no, that is not what is happening. It is not about them coming outside and saying, no, they do not believe Mohbad. Something is happening on the ground. Like, this Mohbad issue, we do not know. We do not know. But there is something strong happening. Also, the same thing back. They can't show all of their legs are fight. And to top it,
what they are using that man for is to sell those people to us again. Is to make them, they just want them to be accepted. Of course, not saying any one of them. No, but they don't buy you know and make it why. Samurai is never only drug music. One video TikTok, but who they stream am? Nobody now. Go and check it. Nobody.
Someone else come here, when you come here, VDM, Lord, read the lyrics. In case you are that dumb, Lord, read the lyrics about Canada. God, what is the moment? Don't you watch up on that? Lord, read it.
Please, what is that in here? What is that in?
Boy in the casket.
They want to, they need that acceptance again. Remember when the thing looks like it died down? The two bastards started doing charity. They were distributing rice.
Yeah.
Nigerians when they pray. They will collect your rice now.
Salary not a Sarah.
Yeah, don't pay rice back.
Do you think this is about Samilari? Do you think Samilari interviews about Samilari cares about anything in this country?
No, they are trying to bring Naira Marley. They want to see how Nigerians respond. We react to Samilari.
Samilari used to be the king of and that same guy you're watching back for streets. He used to be the king of the street. On that last, Samilari know they feel work free now. Nominal person man niche here. And what people don't know is that this is not
our voice here.
Whether you like it or not, there is an undertone to this. You people need to understand that there is a part of this matter that has to do with cultism. So it's not about the people who are involved. I can tell you for a fact. Is one how am I here about how much I see on us
ṣebí àwọn kìíní jáde àwọn olórí wọn jáde nígbà yẹn àwọn sínúmi wọn ní wọ́n decline ẹ̀ náà àwọn ọmọ all this so nínú àti ẹ̀rọ máa ń fọwọ́ wọ́n ké.
Yes now. Because that matter gas be. Òun nǹkan tó ṣe fún Mohbad yẹn normally no suppose to. If you listen to this hold on. Did you hear the part where? Do you hear the part in this interview where Samilari said when he was coming out of the club and Mohbad saw him and he did not even call his name, he just said, "Hey, how far?" Did you hear that part?
I heard it. Ọ̀rẹ́ Mohbad kọ́ wá fọ́gò. Òun wá lọ bí ọdún Mohbad pé àgbà kí ló dé náà kí ló fẹ́ fa gbogbo nọ́ọ̀sẹ̀sì yẹn. Àwọn security wá gbé Mohbad.
Let me play it. Let me analyze it to you. Let me analyze it to you. Now, I don't know if you know, but Mohbad na here boy. So hold on to that fact first.
And that was why Wumi, that was why then Wumi, there was a full conversation between Wumi and this guy, Abu Abel, that was saying President,
because wait, let me analyze this thing to you. Let me hear. So now, Mohbad was coming out of the club, boys the arena. Mohbad knowing Samilari one and knowing that Samilari na a boy, right? He needed that. You be my guy. We be same color. Shall you get? So that is why when he went to Samilari, he did not relate with him as Samilari. He said, "Hey, Alpha," which is brotherhood code. And if you are brotherhood, you know go fit fuck up anybody. You don't even need to know him before. If he relates with you like that, you are supposed to align. So he was trying to align with
BKB inside though. BKB
He was trying to align with him, say, Baba, waiting this up, we gathered there. But of course, Sam and Larry, they do it. That was why they went to Abefee, which is number one, the whole of Nigeria. They went to him. That was why Mumi was saying, me and you don't, me and Mohbad don't come see you before.
Hey, Jerry, power tap screening you. Please power tap.
I did not deny it. So when he said, when he saw me, he did not even call my name. He just said, Yafa. He said that because he won't relate with you as we. What did you do? You messed him up as usual. You messed him up. And the bastard denied that Omo Sheyegelaye Ungo Benny. Ungbe Sabo be Yesaya 24/7 ni gbangba anybody know. So that's why he's a terrible liar.
Something big is coming up as you said, because lately functions that Sam Larry has been going now, you don't see that Eye pendant on him again. Except that alarm.
Because see what another thing you don't know is that what he did in the fraternity, he don't fuck up. Normally, this scenario, but only share game money.
Mr. Victor, ṣé mo pé bó ṣe wà yẹn, Sam Larry ló bí KB fún Mohbad. But yes, nobody tell me say Mohbad no cross carpet, I no go gree. Because the kind leader, when that guy left Malians, the kind, when he created his own record label, the niggas who they be around them, all of them are Roman. The niggas when they follow, they do music. All of them are, even from going as far as going to the east, go they follow these guys, they do music. They're all are Roman. And I know say that one day, because as long as I say the area where he don't believe or no fit call it as safe, they don't use big KB brother keep brotherhood for him.
Matter of fact, cross carpet, they make them see now why they shank out with that.
Bro, now you they talk. See, already the boy now don't get choice because at that time they don't use
cross carpet. Nah, fuck off, say again.
No, that cross carpet, he don't denounce. Like if you now, don't mind like if you don't cross carpet, now get penalty for you. You yourself, you know. So now just penalty for you. I am not saying I'm 100% sure, but I try to keep everything together. What they do around them. And at a time, Mohbad, the color code when they use, even for that Mario music, the dress code when they use, it don't show say this boy don't come up, he don't disnarr himself come for that place. And I will tell you, say spending, sell this boy out. I will give you, if you tell me say, I take no, Mr. Victor, I will send you enough evidence. Say spending sold Mohbad out purely. He sell out. Maybe when Mohbad sing that song, Spendy is my daddy. That's me what Spendy.
You see when I say taking Mohbad like collection of anything. There is no way you want to analyze his death and you will not have to first of all analyze the fraternity part of it. So it's a deep thing. Wait to kill that guy in a collection. And no them. But boy, tell me no way Baba na lie. I didn't swear put. But boy, tell me no what
came out. Mr. Victor, now we can make Eye law come out fast. That early stage more, we don't know them because they know say now facts matter. This matter go long. And this boy don't they follow the East side. But blessing that East, they go blame this boy. So the East don't they carry out for a matter go solve. Reason why they have to lay low. All of them have to lay low.
Now why they talk the person says Amela. They want like say
still where VDM no get sense, where VDM no get sense. Where are they look video and they laugh? If they forget this is our country, we know everybody know who they be. Everybody know where they belong to, one better where they belong to. Because
you know say then Jude they will be say they know.
I say VDM belong to.
And them in the teach everybody.
Nah, the boy. That one we none of us know that one before. So now
so they think everybody that Jew know they know what's up. And they like to spread that narrative for the larger majority we don't know anything. So that the impression can be created. They want to do evil and they want to be the victim. That's what they are doing.
But Victor, you see the VDM. I can tell you 100% say whatever VDM is doing, behind them. Because Chief Priest they at the show of Mohbad. So I don't feel talk say everything that has to do with Mohbad and this Chief Priest and Samuel
time.
Why I don't the last time this year?
Never reach one day. The video they press money. Why? You guys were never agree. They never float. Why? Why you press that money when you press?
Why the video they push Baba say go bury am? That's why they try to bring Zlatan inside the film.
And then because they don't put body, they are turning this video because they will win.
Better be longest time. Mr. Victor, they won't see that Zlatan matter they won't bring to tell you say matter don't sub on the ground concerning inside Zlatan fraternity brotherhood. Matter don't. So they won't use this matter. They won't use this outside matter and take enter the bubble.
Yes, they won't enter. I know say they won't enter.
People don't get inside that bubble don't get matter with. And you go shock you say now people like them maybe don't go there or something on that ground that has to do with your own fellow brotherhood.
Because you know say the problem now is that brotherhood post dey unfortunately they conflict personal interest. That's the problem now. Personal interest dey, brotherhood dey, and the two dey conflict. So people like for example when this boy this mobile friend. This guy will be saying Bella. People like Bella now, you know say there's a conflict of interest. Because Bella they put it, they say, I fuck this guy up. And Bella won't go and kill.
When Bella wants sing for Mohbad, and you ain't going here, my fine boy will get carry smack, you be bad man. Wait till be the fine boy they call him. This boy goes campaign now.
Because now it's what the Penny now saying.
So these boys now know they shout. They all pariwo, all boys you pariwo, all come one. But that then what is my way?
All these boys are. Boys.
Pariwo, but that then all part they got one tap. All they go you pay.
Only 10 years. All man in
Last Sunday, don't show go to shame.
You fuck with Alura.
Mr. Victor, sister for me, why Mohbad say don't back to come back down? I trust my niggas.
Yes.
Now, this boy no say he go die, but
You are saying no they go like that. Then I say this thing no they go like that. We are still.
I know he has maintained his position that this matter will not slide.
Yes, he said it.
He maintained his position that it will not
like
slide.
that we are still on it.
You not go slide.
oh, Ibaje, they talk am small. Anytime we want to talk, say.
I say one of my own boy, when we say Najame, say we fuck up for my area. The guy graduate, do wedding, do this. You know, then after we now wedding, do wedding this week, following with the position. They know they forgive fuck up. Then they know they forgive you.
They know they forgive you.
Manchester, now my own boy.
We are talking, we are still on it.
They look at road there for Nigeria like say na fine boy says. Oh, keep up on boys here. But she fine to you. You know that. You know that. I only put. I'm not putting 100-yard boys. If you give me 100-yard years, they look.
Don't come my face, Lara. Oh my God, be fees.
Them and.
I know they give me open net for you don't go know who you go talk to.
Don't my face, no Lara.
So what don't say? What about there? Come on, make anybody know. Make anybody just believe. Say, oh no, it was a coincidence. They never did nothing. Or Ben, I'm going to buy for back one, but shit, passing me. Oh, be a man.
Oh my dear.
Something like Kenya. Oh, be a good lobby. Because of Ben, I don't have strong for Kenya. You really oh, I said no, never, not my mind. Country like South Africa, oh man, I need that to calm down.
Mr. Victor, have you ever thought kilo mo bad for number one is the machine? This boy no saying go die.
Oh no, because
I think because
he was blacklisted.
in the Yoruba in this like they blacklisted him.
This boy knew he was going to die. Sister Abefee, this boy knew he was going to die. That was why I said, you don't have to kill him before you see him. He knows saying he could die. But now mama.
Ṣé East tó sá lọ yẹn? Wọ́n sì máa gbà o. But àwọn á fi pé ó ti lọ kó lọ o. Oh my God.
That is why they are coming outside badly.
No.
Will he slide? And I think Sabbath gbé ohun wá refuge ni. Ó ṣe àwọn brother.
Victor, hold on. Can you continue? Jalalejo. Ajoke Gold, are you here? Ali Mobiti conversation. Ajoke Gold. Hello. Hello, Ajoke, are you here? Oh yeah, I continue. Hey, there was question for me. Let me sit me empty by. Oh yeah, your Mary send request them. I feel sit me though.
Ó wá refuge lọ bẹ̀yẹn ní. Nígbà tó dẹ̀ ti di pé àwọn brother ẹ̀ ló ń jẹ ju ẹ̀ ṣe yọ nígbà. Ó wò pé you don't make it for don't go.
But he's really a strong man. He was a strong man. He was intelligent. No. He was doing even above his age.
He just want to chase his dream. Kò ráyè gbogbo kìíní yìí.
This guy, Mr. Victor, after they bully this boy, he stood his ground. Okay, fine. Me, the Safuyabi. Okay, but Sherry, even after your death, then my music, we're trying to blacklist. Even after your death, after his death, yeah, he said, and they've never had that intimate to date, and they will never have it. I know seeing Wumi and seeing, especially Liam, having the face of his father. I can see people in the comment section saying, oh, God forgive me. This is Liam, this is Mohbad's face. Oh, this is Mohbad's look. Oh, this is Mohbad's Zahara.
And that is one thing. In Kokotiko, they can like it. Because people that came out originally for this justice for Mohbad, they were doing it, all having it. We're all having it. I'm gonna get justice. Until the guy
Okay, I want to make Mr. Victor, are you there?
I'm here.
I want to make one point. Point him, I look very stupid though. Kodagiji. This Kodagiji guy, I do not know where he stands. I don't know how close he is to me. I don't know if he's a friend or an enemy. But I was able to join some things. Kodagiji is a boy of Marian's. In fact, there's nothing more than Marian's post. Kodagiji will be among the first 10 people to be like, yes, sir, yes, boss. Kodagiji, I saw the way he was at Mohbad's burial. I saw how he was like, he was there. I'm saying this because someone talked about Mohbad's names being bent. He was there. And Kodagidi happens to in fact, I went to go and check Mohbad's music post from Instagram, from Twitter. Kodagidi has never commented there. And I checked on Shibumi, I checked on Eramali, he has been there all the while. And I saw the same role he played in Mohbad's burial. These are some people that were there. That was from the house. They followed them from the house to Kodu. Among people that rushed the burial sharply. Kodagidi. But nobody noticed that guy game in that film. I don't know where he stands though. Only the wife knows probably he's a friend or not. But till date, go and check Kodagidi comments on Eramali's. Kodagidi, this guy, nobody is talking about him. Nobody is saying this guy. But this guy played a big role. And he's also a boy of the video.
Mystica, what role did he play? Aside from like showing up at the burial, what other role did he play?
Kodagidi has never commented or ever reposted Mohbad when he was alive. But go and check all the time Mohbad was alive. Damemali was dropping the code and post on Instagram and on whatever. Kodagidi has always been there. Go and check on Chief Priest post. He has always been there. But the role he played in Mohbad burial needs to be questioned.
What role? What did you do?
And I could remember Miles that happens to be a stitch friend of Mohbad, that happens to be with the man, and said when he heard Mohbad died, he went to Mohbad's house and saw Mohbad lying on the ground. These people were being sent. At that time, Mumi was not in a state of mind. The father is a useless man. He's just there for the money. These people, I can even remember there was a particular guy that he is in Davido's crew. I don't know, DMW or something. I don't know that guy's name. Or Drew or something. I don't know that guy. When Mohbad died, I saw the way this guy was posting. We will not agree, until when VDN came out, it stopped. Until when VDN came out with the first narration and it stopped, he didn't talk against it.
Yeah.